players play and the music sets the stage. High on the sweetness of a candy daze, we ride the whirling cage. Step right up, folks. Get your ticket now, before this ride is done. The evil ones are all at play. Come now, join the fun. Let us begin. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Every time. Almost
Not every time.
Almost.
It's a rarity, but it happens.
Like a lot more than it actually is.
Yeah. Welcome to the Oddities D&D. Very happy to be here tonight. Hope you're all having a great weekend. Before we get into the adventure for this evening, we're going to go around and introduce all the players, starting with Yasha.
I'm Ashley Johnson and I play Yasha. I'm kidding. Well, I am Yasha and I smell like crayons and I play Viria. Yeah, I just came back from Comic-Con. I don't have anything witty to say.
That's amazing. You look great. You look great. Down from there, we've got Cult with the pizza pillow.
Oh, I'm Cult and I smell like pepperoni.
Yay. All right, up from there, we've got Rose. I liked it.
Hi, I'm Fred or Rose, and I'm really into god chicks with scars. I don't know what is it, but yeah.
Big guns! And down from there, we have Nagheim.
Well, we're all talking about ourselves, so I just like to point out that I am a very, very giving person. For example, I give up all of the time. And I'm Zanzer, and I played Nagheim, your trial wizard.
Excellent. All right, so who is reading the recap from last game?
Ooh, ooh,
Is
ooh.
the word dodecadon in the recap?
No,
Oh, I wish it was.
Oh my god.
dodecadron. Yeah.
It's spelt like it sounds. I can do it.
There's an extra.
Dodecahedron. All right. The Oddities continue their journey home. Colt talks to Viria about his conflicted feelings regarding Nagheim, and she suggests Colt talks to them about his concerns. Colt and Nagheim have a discussion, and after making up, the party teleports back to Syncor. They decide to head to Western to discuss their findings with Kiran Suri. And there they discover the cult of Dionysus is organizing a carnival and decide they will investigate after speaking to Suri. They arrive to the Cobalt Reserve and meet with Sari. Following their experiences in Frostbogen, they ask him if he's a dragon, and he sheepishly replies that he is. They discuss their next course of action regarding the cult, and Suri suggests they partake in the festivities to gather more information on Ari.
On Ari.
I had a stroke and I'm like,
Airy.
it's Ari.
I'm like, did Ari
So
just
Fred.
secret herself into the log?
He then makes them a proposition, franchising the Oddities to all 4 continents. Yeehaw! I got.
There's no better way of putting it, so it's just franchising. Okay.
There was a lot of S's, and I have a slight sibilant S, so I was quite. When I got to Ari, I was like, I'm hissing a whole hell of a lot. Now I can't think of anything else. I will be choosing my words carefully now.
Well done, well done. All right, so
Thank you, Ari.
yes, with that,
And Aaron.
Who's Ari? There's only Yasha
Thank you,
here.
thank you, Ashley.
so Kiran Sari has hit you all with this proposal. You're all still in the underground lair, so to speak, where he keeps most of his artifacts from all the years that he's kind of been doing this solo. Yeah, so do we want to go around and hear what everybody's thought process at the moment is with his proposal, or do we want to have like a private conversation with you all?
Colt, I'll take the helm, and Colt is just, when you know he's excited and he can barely contain it, and he's just sort of wiggling and vibrating, and like the blush is coming up over his cheeks, and he's like, and he's kind of looking at everyone else just like to make sure if he says something, is it gonna be the right thing, and he's just really holding back right now.
So for that, I'll get you to make 1, 2, 3 insight checks.
3 insight checks.
Yep.
Oh my god.
We'll do this
Oh
one
my.
at a time. So we'll say the first one is for Viria.
Okay. 22.
22. Now,
Oh, I rolled the second one, but I'm not gonna look at it.
okay. So Ari, or Viria, excuse me. Yasha, whatever the fuck your name is. What would Cult pick up on with a 22?
He would probably see that she's intrigued, but not as enthusiastic as he is, that's for sure. Because she's flat. But no, like she's mostly kind of like thinking like, okay, like this could be a good thing because it would give me resources to do what I want to do. But also it's like, do I want to be doing this? Not sure if I do. So yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, intrigue, but also kind of like, do I want to do this or not? I don't know.
All right. Next one is a 20 insight. Rose, what is Cult picking up on you?
A mix of enthusiasm, but also partly because she didn't quite understand it all, but it all looks exciting and also kind of cool.
I should
seem like
always
good
make an
vibes, you know?
intelligence check with you just to make sure you got the idea.
Fred got it. Did Rose get it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Vibes are cool though. She's vibing.
All right. One last insight check, please.
One last insight. 9.
Somehow I don't think you pick up on what Nagheim's giving off there. All right.
Well, you can lie.
That face exactly, Xander. Just. And Colt clears his throat. Well, obviously we've got to have a discussion about whether this is the direction we want to go in.
Blank
That's
stare from Viria.
I mean, yeah. What about?
Oh, so you see all the gold coins on the map there? We're gonna set up pretty much like, you know, like the Slayer's take, Rose, where you
Yeah.
where we worked. You know how they've got like different branches all over the place. Kiran Suri is suggesting that perhaps we should start something similar, but with all the extra knowledge that the Cobalt Reserve has, and we're not hunting monsters, we're hunting basically enemies of bad people.
You do realize this would most likely separate us, though.
Oh shit, I didn't
Huh?
really...
Oh, I thought because one per continent. Like, okay,
Oh.
never mind. Cool. Never mind.
Kiran, sir,
Didn't say anything.
Kiran, is that what you had in mind?
She redacted, man. It's all good.
Oh, she redacted it. Oh,
Yeah.
my bad.
That was Ari assuming things. So.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we would have to think of the logistics, I think. Of starting
Yes.
that.
Because what I'm sorry, what would you have in mind exactly regarding this? You would have one outpost on each continent, but how would this work exactly?
Oh, you're asking me. Sorry.
Yes. Kieran, sorry, I am asking you.
Will the Kiran Sari please stand up? Please stand up.
That's a very good question. I didn't think I would have to explain that part.
Also, like timeline wise,
Oh,
is
okay.
this like priority number one, or we need to take care of the cult and also the god thing before, you know?
Oh, I think this is in the future. Like, franchising is priority too, for sure. I assume.
Okay, so I understand if you haven't got everything figured out.
I think it's the spirit of the idea.
Can I call
rather
you
than...
Kieran? It feels weird just like calling you by your full name all the time, but also like Mr. Sorry, Kieran Sorry.
Whatever you prefer.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Alright.
Mate.
All right,
No.
Sea Dog.
Kiki? Can we call you Kiki? Kiki? Kiki.
He slowly begins to walk back towards the lift.
Okay. Nagheim, do you have
Well,
any
he said
thoughts on this?
whatever pleases you.
I have a lot of thoughts on this, but perhaps somewhere private for us.
Sure. Colt's gonna follow Kieran through as it seems like we're done here.
Viria would follow as well, and she would look longingly at the gold because she is broke, as always.
Now, I feel like I skipped over a lot because I just didn't think ahead there. Was there any pressing questions that you guys want answered by Kiran Sari, though?
Well, because he threw out this idea, but like we don't have any more detail as to how this would work other than
Right.
just us having like a
So I can explain that. I'm not going to do it in voice just because I'm trying to collect my thoughts as well. But the basic idea is that where he is right now is central to Western, but there's a big old world out there, right? So he wants to set up some sort of base of operations on all 4 primary continents, just so whenever something happens, there is somebody in place to investigate, to take care of that situation, to gather information. Definitely by the amount of gold and everything that you're seeing on display here, he's going to fund it. But he wants people who have been in the shit to have knowledge of like how to go about this, what to look for, people who are training in certain things, people who have different skill sets and all that kind of stuff, people who have been face to face with like the unimaginable and yet are still pushing forward. So he's kind of looking for people to kind of educate, train, and send off to these different locations and everything where they seem like they would be needed. So that way everybody can kind of communicate, and if there's something going on one continent that happens to connect with another continent, there's a network all of a sudden. But yeah, he's not looking at the cultivarious estate like, hey, pony up some cash. He's got that covered. But it's just the matter of having the people who have been through these similar experiences and won't be completely blown away when they encounter it in the future, wherever it may come. He also alluded to certain things like there is the Slayer's Take, there is the Cobalt Soul, but the Slayer's Take fights, like you said, just monsters and bandits and that kind of small time stuff. And the Cobalt Soul is pretty much a spy network. They're not really getting into the thick of things. They're just collecting information to better educate which way they can try and shift things for the better. But there's nobody out there. You know what? I'll sum it up with this because I wrote something else that I think would kind of nail it now that I think about it. So unless there's anything else you guys want to ask, now's the time. You're good? You're good?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll say this. As you all gather back into the lift to head back to the top floor of the Cobalt Reserve, Kiran kind of looks across all your faces and gathers, similar to what Cult was feeling, when they were trying to gauge everyone's response. And after a long sigh, he says to you all,
I am sure you all recall the events experienced with the Briarwoods. What you are not aware of is our report to the Margrave himself. Even with everything that we uncovered, including Catalina's own testimony, the Margrave would not listen to our words of warning, lest we sully the good names of the Lord and Lady Briarwood. He denied any existence of vampires as mere fairy tale. We are powerless to even appeal to the city guard, as they answer to the Margrave. The Margrave answers to the king. The king controls the military, which is preoccupied by whichever ongoing war is happening across Exandria. And so yet another monster roams free without consequence. Think of all you have faced. You have defied an entire thieves' guild. You have traveled to parts of the world that have been lost to time, and faced unimaginable challenges and nightmarish creatures. And with each new encounter, you have never wavered from what comes next. And there will always be something that comes next. But if not for all of you, many of us would not live to see it. This is not a life anyone would wish for. And you may ask why this burden should be yours. If not you, then who?
shink. The doors open back to that narrow hallway that leads back to Kiran Sari's private study. And as you all exit once again to the table where the tea has cooled somewhat, but there are still finger sandwiches and everything if you guys like. But for right now, you do have a mission, a job to kind of attend to, which seems kind of strange that the mission is to attend a carnival of all things. But seeing how it's involving the followers of Dionysus and many of the townspeople, with everything that you have come to know about them, this seems like it could be something a little more. But unless, just in case someone has forgotten, one suggestion that Kiran Sari made is before you attend this carnival tomorrow, that you maybe go to Trixie's and stock up on antitoxin, as there is much food and produce to be had there. In case there's some sort of poison, you want to be prepared. And that's just one. So if you guys think of anything that could be preventative measures going into the carnival tomorrow night, then by all means, we can discuss it now.
Wait a minute, so the Briarwoods, they're also implicated in all of the vampire bullshit. I thought that was just the Major Domo, Desero.
The Major Domo was only a player.
Oh. Well, I guess you were right, Nagaim.
A surprise. I'm sure.
I mean, they could have just been a cover for the Major Domo, you never know. Alright, well... Anything else that we should be getting at Trixie's?
Yeah, are we like, is there, where's the cult staying? I mean, are they just scattered to the winds right now, or is there like a camp set out outside town? Are they staying at an inn?
Well, kind of scattered, I guess.
Okay.
There hasn't been any
Exact-
mention of like a campsite or anything like that, so.
Because, yeah, cult is just, his natural inclination is to try and get ahead of this before something happens, kind of a thing. which is also why he was like, I feel like I should be doing something, which is why he was like that last time. He's like, "No, I don't want just to wait for things to happen. It's the chili cook-off.
And that's the other thing that I can't really put my finger on in like a speech kind of thing, is that's the idea of what he's proposing. Having oddities across the globe is kind of like getting ahead of something instead of just being reactive to things.
Yeah. All right. Well, Curansuri, I really, you know what? Both names kind of feel right to me, so I'm gonna stick with it.
I'm
Thank
still
you.
calling him Kiki.
I was thinking C.
It is unfortunate that our conversation will never happen again then. I am kidding, Vivi.
I mean, it works.
It rhymes.
Yeah.
I'd love to put a pin in this oddities across Exandria kind of thing. I really like it personally. Obviously, I can't speak for the whole team. I want to get their inputs and sort of feel out how that would work, and we'll get back to you on it.
Indeed.
And are you gonna be here?
I am always
tomorrow?
here.
You are always here. Okay, cool. But yeah, thank you for the opportunity. Obviously, we're gonna talk about it and discuss, and come up with something that works for everyone
Indeed.
across Exandria.
So, here is for the antitoxin.
And he hands you a small pouch with a sizable amount of coin to pay for whatever potions or tonics you're going to get at Trixie's there.
Oh, thank you.
If there are
Yes, this
other
is-
considerations that you conceive of on your way down there, please let Trixie Vandersful know that we will be reimbursing her if there is anything needed.
Alright, we can have her write you an IOU or something.
Receipt. We call them receipts.
Either it's acceptable, it's fine.
Furia's eyes just disappeared.
Oddities, I bid you farewell until we meet again.
Like after the carnival.
I
Just
do
talk
hope.
about what we discovered. We'll touch base.
On your way now, cultivaries. You are not good with goodbyes.
Well, and he just turns and allows himself to be ushered out.
I'll see ya, Kiki.
Peace out, Vivi.
I love this dynamic so
Yeah.
much.
I can
You
get
guys are
behind it.
gonna go have martinis.
Yeah.
Exactly. We're gonna have like little like cocktail and bitch kind of.
Oh, there's
Activist.
shit that has not been said between you two yet, so that could very well happen. Excellent.
Dragon
Alright.
and dragon adjacent. There you go.
Yeah, the new D&D talk show.
Yeah.
All right, so where are you guys heading off? Do you want to? Well, it's up to you. You've got an entire day right now.
Yeah, what time is it? Morning?
Where?
AM? Close to lunch? I think it's close to lunch. I remember saying last game, because everything revolves around meal times,
Right.
that it was going to be around lunchtime.
Okay, sure. I'll go with that.
All right. We should probably just go to Trixie's, I guess. Pick up some food on the way.
I need to go to pick up some cut gems.
Ooh, cut gems. What for?
Oh, that's true. I
A
should restock.
spell that I was toying with.
Interesting.
I mean, I
feel-
could come with. I mean, that new spell that I use on the sea hag. Kind of need to power it with ruby dust, and I'm obviously out, but I don't think I'll have enough for it.
Well, we got the whole day to kill. Let's all go together.
Yeah.
We can walk and talk. I mean, I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm a little bit excited.
Well,
This
it's
is
good to see you're back to yourself, Colt.
He's kind of. I know Kirasuri said in the Descender or the Avenger or whatever that thing, that box that moved up and down was. He said no one chooses this life. I freaking do. I choose this. This is what I want. I love this idea so much. So, those are my thoughts.
They weren't very hard to figure out.
No,
You looked like you were about to. Yeah, you were vibrating in place back there.
I'm a bit surprised that that's all your thoughts. I thought you would have more.
Coming from Rose?
Yeah.
I
thought
have.
more thoughts.
I do have lots of thoughts all the time, but most of them I don't say out loud. No, wait, actually, no, I do say them. There's like literally no filter between my brain and my mouth sometimes, and I can just go on about, whatever little thing. Like, do you
Like
remember
your
the last time
thoughts?
you ate carrots? I don't remember the. Yes, exactly.
I mean, probably in a stew or something. We have a lot of stew.
And he goes on about carrots as they. Are we gonna go to? Is there a gemologist or a? Would that be something we can find at Trixie's, the ruby dust and gems and such?
Yeah,
Is it
the
separate?
dust is kind of like a magical component, so I'm thinking she would have that.
I need to have unmarked cut gemstones in the shape of dice.
Oh, well, that's not my bag then. Or not Trixie's bag.
Yes.
You said rubies? Sorry?
Well, I
Is that
would
correct?
need ruby dust
You need ruby
for my
dust.
forced cage, but I don't have enough money.
Nagheim, I didn't hear you then.
An unmarked die cut from a gemstone worth at least 100 gold.
An unmarked die? Oh,
It's
die.
a
I'm.
cut gemstone cut to be like dice.
I got you.
A cube.
Or any
Cube.
dice. A dodecahedron even.
All right, so that's going to be 100 gold from you when we find one.
I need a couple. But yeah.
200 gold from you once we find one. Come on, mouse.
Yep.
All right, let me see.
thinking I'll
Big
full
map.
set.
Well, I can cover your ruby dust, Viria.
It's a lot.
How much worth?
1,500 gold.
I can help cover it as well. I don't really spend my gold.
I can
I
pitch
still have-
in.
I mean,
I still have
again,
over 3,000.
it's not vital. Like, I don't just.
I think fueling our spells is pretty vital, but
It
Nagheim,
is
I
pretty
do
useful.
have something. Although it might be a little fancy, but I've got this, and he hits his wrist pocket, and a big fucking diamond pops out, and it's worth 300 gold pieces. And he's like, "Would this help?"
I have to get it cut.
You probably have to
Right.
get them cut anyway, unless we can find something pre-cut.
So I will say one thing about Cult's Diamond that you pick up on, Nagheim, is that it's not a shaped diamond, not like a princess cut or anything like that. It is literally the stone that they've whittled down to be it. So as you look at it, you're like, well, divided by 3, it's about the same size, and then you just chip it away down to what it should be. So that could technically work.
I could ask somebody to do it.
Well,
I
I'll
was-
hang on to it until then, but we gotta find someone who will render it. And he pops it back in.
I'm sure there's a jewel crafter in the city. Oh wait, there would have been, because I went to a jewel crafter specifically for Cult's Gift.
Right on. What was it called?
I don't remember. It was a very quick message we had back and forth.
Hey, it was called the.
Jewels,
Sparkle
jewels,
and
jewels.
shine.
It's called Craft Masters.
Let's go.
Okay.
They master in their craft.
Whoa!
I know. So yeah, we'll say for the actual labor, what's a fair labor trade?
What
If it's like, if you're providing the materials, that's going to take most of it away for you there. Wait, how many are we making of these?
I mean, if that's worth 300,
Yeah.
I would probably, if I can make 3 out of it, but I'd probably want like 5 since
Okay.
for a reaction.
So we'll say, providing that, it'll just be the labor cost for the diamond. 2 more, so that's 200 for sure. We'll say 10 per die, so 250 total. All right.
50.
I don't even remember where I got that fucking diamond. I've had it the entire game.
It was all because of this moment right here.
It
I
might
am
have been
such a
from
hoarder.
the like after we took down the clasp, I think.
That sounds right.
That's
Yeah.
right. Okay, yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, we had a ruby and some garnets as well. I still have a garnet.
Hey,
Yeah, because we used the emerald for the
Yeah, that's
well,
right, for the
fire.
trick.
Yeah.
I remember looking at that ruby in your inventory and I was like, it does not cost 5,000 gold. Who are we kidding? But anyway, so on your way down there, is there any discussion of extra precautions or extra prep that you guys wanted to think about for?
We want to ask Trixie about maybe some kind of potions of mind shielding. I don't know if that even exists, but as I've lost my ring,
Yeah, we
useful to look
still
into.
haven't found that ring. Every time we've tried to
I
scry on it,
know,
right?
I've been-
And we just
yeah, we have. We know
didn't
it's
really
being
get
worn by
much.
someone, but honestly, I think because I did spend the night at a tavern once, and I fell asleep on a table, and I'm starting to think maybe someone might have taken it then. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, I remember back from my school days, if you fell asleep in a public area, it was free reign on writing
Yeah, I know.
cult likes balls on your forehead. Not that
Oh, well,
it would have been Darlene likes balls. But yeah, it's a bit of the risk you take sleeping in public. Anyhow.
Were there any other thoughts? Like, I know I'm not giving you guys a lot of like what to expect at this carnival or anything, but
I'll probably go in like a disguise. I've been trying out some new faces, and he sort of, I guess he's been wearing this hat the whole time. I still haven't figured out what this hat looks like, so I'll put
Well,
it in some art.
the nice thing about the hat is that it can look like any hat. So
Yeah, I'm thinking like a Greek fisherman's hat.
should we have Rose disguise herself as well, since she's
Ooh.
probably pretty recognizable by most of the cultists? And if Aries walking around, then
Ooh, that's fair. Rose, do you want to look like maybe you could wear my hat? I think you have to attune to it, but we've got time.
I mean, I was
Um,
thinking of shopping and getting carnival clothes. Get my best carnival fit on.
Maybe we could put a wig on you?
I think the hat of disguise
Oh.
would be the best idea.
it's because we would have to cover your tattoos. Those make you pretty
And your
recognizable.
face.
I mean,
Which,
the tattoos is a good idea. Most of them I got after, but you know.
Okay, yeah.
The hat of disguise can give you long flowy hair if you want. Well,
yeah,
the look of it.
you can, and you just have to, it does require attunement, so you'll have to wear this and get used to it.
Is it
Basically,
heavy?
try it on. It's just like a felt hat. It's not heavy.
Just kidding. It's not heavy.
Once you sort of get used to wearing it, you can basically tell it to make you look like whatever you like. And as long as the hat stays on, you will continue to look like that person.
I mean, Stephanie in the chat has a good idea.
Stefan.
Stefan, excuse me.
I'm gonna. Rose, does Colt have a handkerchief on a pocket somewhere?
Oh, yeah, and it's monogrammed. Come on now.
Rose is gonna take the hat off, and then just wipe her head and just be like, I apologize. I think I'm gonna sweat in your hat, and then just put the hat back on.
I mean, you camped out right next to my feet, so I think it's totally fine if you sweat in the hat.
You also have a walking washing machine in Nagheim, so.
Yeah. The perfect dry cleaner.
Mm-hmm. Drow.
The drow cleaner.
I just thought of a laundromat run by Nagheim, the Whiz and Spin.
I would like to fireball the group.
I'm gonna go into business with these people.
Yeah. All right, so Rose, just to double check, you're cool with the hat of disguise, or did you still want to go shopping for something?
Hat of disguise.
Okay.
Sweet, I am unattuning to the Hat of Disguise. I'm going to keep it in my thing, but if you want to grab it for you, Fred, so you
I
have
will do that.
the description.
All right. So,
How long do I need to attune?
oh, just an hour. So by the time you're sitting down to lunch or dinner tonight, if you're still wearing it, it should be okay.
Yeah, it's like you just take a short rest with it or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's an hour to
Yeah.
tune to something. So. All right.
That
Pixies.
Excellent.
Perfect.
Pixies. Yeah, well, we're walking and talking this entire
Yeah.
time.
Excellent. All right. Eventually, you guys head down past the Black King Market into the market ward itself. Coming up on the classic wooden sign that reads Trixie's Tricks and Treats. You go knocking on the door, and inside, you see the typical day in the life of Trixie's Tricks and Treats, where there are many people who are oohing and awing over whatever is on the counters or on the shelves. You see the little bobblehead spirit guys kind of floating around, trying to wordlessly help customers while they're not freaked out at the same time. And you see hustling all around is the flame pink-haired Trixie herself, about knee-high to a grasshopper, running around. She finally sees you guys. Oh my God, hi! And just comes barreling over to you guys and just leaps at all four of you, just trying to bear hug whoever gets her. That's Rose. There you go.
Yeah. She's also least likely to topple over from the force.
Exactly.
I also have
She's
the
like a mini
highest sword
cannonball.
strength in athletics.
Yeah, I didn't up my constitution, so I would take damage.
My God! It has been so long. How you guys been? Where you been? What have you been doing?
Has it
Oh.
been that long?
It feels like it.
It always feels like it's been a long time since we've seen you.
I know, right?
I know. We have some business to attend to, and we're not quite knowing what to expect. So, when you've got a free moment, we'd like to talk to you about antitoxins.
For you guys, give me. I need a little bit of time. I'm sorry. I usually say like right away because you're my friends and everything like that, but I got things going on.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I'll be right back.
Fine,
She
we'll be
scoots off.
hanging out. Yeah,
You
okay,
bet.
bye.
So, after a few minutes, just kind of like perusing the shelves, just kind of looking around, you do see some like new kind of things around, new wares, new potions, new things smoking, new things on fire that probably shouldn't be on fire, but it's also Trixie's place, so you know, you're used to it. But eventually you see her kind of come out, backing out of the beaded curtain in the rear, pulling on a little cart with a big old box on top of it. And then she just kind of hikes herself up on her little footstool, so she's on top of her counter.
Hi, come. Hi. So, what do we need?
Antitoxins for all of us.
Yeah, we're
Ooh.
probably looking to protect against some sort of poisons or
Okay.
potions, but we're just not. I know it's kind of a loose description. We're just not quite too sure what we're going to be dealing with here.
I see. Let me look here.
going, we probably need some potions of healing. I've only got one.
That's true. We did use a
Oh.
lot of them.
What the heck?
What do we got in the bag?
Let's see.
I wonder
We've
if I have
got no potions of healing in the bag.
All right.
And yeah, I'm completely out.
Yeah, I
Personally,
just got the
I don't know
one.
about
Oh yeah.
you.
I'm low.
Wait, I might have to. Actually,
To be fair, I don't think I ever have any potions on me.
no, I only got the one, and it's.
Yeah, we know you can heal.
All right.
No, it's because I'm not in melee range.
So, let's see here. Okay, so you said antitoxin.
Yeah.
So this is a little something. It's not exactly antitoxin because, there are a lot of things that poison people, and there's not a lot of anti stuff, you know. So I came up with this little guy here. So if you feel like you ate something or drank something and it's just trying to kill you, this is gonna thicken up the works inside of you, so it kind of puts a halt on it until you figure out what it is you're dealing with.
Well, that could work.
Oh, like Emodium.
Sure. Exactly like that. And it's pink
Looking
like
for that
me.
sweet Emodium money. Come on, give us that deal.
We are not sponsored by Emotes.
So yeah, I can give you 4 of those. That's 400 for all that.
Yeah, would how much did we get from Kieran? Sorry.
Oh, and don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how much is in the pouch that he gave us?
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah. Wondering.
Or are you just gonna go like it's
YOLO.
like a virtual MasterCard?
Let's find out, shall we? Come on this
Okay.
journey with me. All right. So there's 4 vials of antitoxin, small enough that you can kind of slip it into a bracer or something, or a wrist pocket if you're fancy.
Yeah, we should each keep one on each other.
Mm-hmm.
That
Alright. And I also heard talk about potions. Is that right?
Yeah, we're kind of low on potions of healing.
Okie doke. Hit me. What you want?
Wait.
Well, here's the thing: we don't know our budget.
There is
55
Okay.
burger, 55 cheeseburger, 55 fries. There you go.
the antitoxin is in D&D Beyond.
Is it?
Yeah, I
couldn't
just
find it.
found antitoxin in one word.
Yeah, a creature that drinks this vile liquid gains advantage on saving throws against poison for 1 hour. It confers no benefit to undead or constructs. What
We'll go
does-
with mine better. Not that mine's better, but just so you don't have to make a roll for it. It's just like, oh, I'm poisoned, and it just puts a halt on everything.
Sure.
Okay, well, I'll just make a custom item that says antitoxin description puts a halt on poison.
Nice.
Amazing.
Nice.
There you go.
I like it.
I don't know why that didn't come up. Like antitoxin, I put that in as one whole word. It didn't come up. Oh well.
Yeah, it came up as. Yep. Regardless.
I'm on a different website though, so it could be that. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Alright.
So for healing potions, what did you guys want?
Superior,
What do you got?
maybe?
Okay.
A couple of Greta.
And I mean, maybe 4 supremes?
Or
How
supreme.
much
for
of the
it?
Supremes?
That
I
might
don't
be a lot of
know.
money.
I mean, I don't know how much is in that pouch, but I mean, let's test it out.
So, just to run down the price list again, a regular potion is 50, greater is 150, superior is 450, and supreme is 1,350.
Big chunk.
I'll take.
Rose is
I'll
testing
take.
that. Rose is testing the Kieran Sari Amex of D&D.
I
Yeah,
can
that's
see
the
that.
thing. It's like, what would... Because you wanted 1 supreme per person, pretty much, and then...
Yeah.
Without the calculator.
I was thinking of something a little bit more manageable because I have the one Greta. I was thinking of just getting 3 other Gretas.
Well, maybe we can all put the
is-
Supremes on Kiransari's top, and then we can take the Graders and put them on
Yeah,
our
it's
tops.
true. He did tell us that the Cobalt Soul would be paying for anything we need. And even if the pouch
You
doesn't.
try to be a nice guy and they just milk you for all you're worth. I get it.
Well,
You
you
can't
should
give
have
us-
said that then.
No.
Please.
This is a business. We're running a business.
These are business.
You're milking a
I'm not-
business.
Well, he shouldn't be a sugar daddy if he doesn't want to spend money on his sugar baby.
Listen, he has a pile of gold. We can take some of the pile of the gold for potion. It's not like
To
we're
help
spending on hookers and poker.
Yes.
Now that's an idea.
Nagaheim? What have you done with Nagaheim? We
So-
should bet on lizard racing.
Anything else that you guys can think of that you might need for this next leg?
Would you happen to have some kind of potion that protects you from charm effects or mind control or
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that kind of stuff doesn't come in potion form, unfortunately. It's more like jewelry or headsets and all that. And that's kind of pricey because that's like a big deal.
Yeah, and I already need to pay you for armor, but I'm still broke. So.
Speaking of, you want to see it?
I can't really afford it right now.
How much is the armor?
unfortunately.
I'll get to
much
that
is
when
so
you
old?
see it.
Okay,
this out.
I'll look at it.
All right.
How much do you still owe, Viri?
I don't owe anything. It's just that I only have 140 gold on me.
And?
Well, I expect the armor to cost a bit more than that. Yeah. Even if I sell off the armor I currently have.
I mean,
So-
I can spot you.
So, Trixie opens the wooden lid on this container and gently brings out a breastplate where the lines between the plating glow with a sapphire tinge. And while in battle, you would have a +2 bonus to your AC. And the armor consists of separate metal pieces that are held together with an arcane resonance. The armor floats over the wearer's torso, allowing freedom of movement. Although it leaves the legs and arms relatively unprotected, this armor provides blah 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 blah. But it's a fitted metal chest piece. And across it is an inlaid, sort of raised pattern of a dragon with its wings kind of spread out. And if you look in D&D Beyond, it is called the Sapphire Breastplate.
Are you gonna cry?
Varia just looks mesmerized and is just like staring at it, unblinking.
You should try it on. You should try it on.
But I
Try it on.
Try
How
it
much?
on.
beautiful.
Try it on.
Trixie. Oh,
Try it on.
Fine. You gotta try that on.
right.
It looks
She will put it on.
amazing.
You look
So-
good, girl. You look good in this armor.
Can I get a discount just because of how good I look?
So, I will let you know
Painted plans?
that I will let you know that just a standard cost for a +2 breastplate goes for 6,400 gold. Trixie is charging you 5,000 for this.
Okay.
Only got 1,500.
Well,
That's
Well,
it.
okay. How much would you give me for my current armor? Let's get that out of the way.
there's
Oh yeah.
How
Also
much
another
did you pay
option.
for that?
I don't remember.
Oh god damn it, woman.
Well, my
Is
my
the
studded
price
leather
in-
is 45 gold.
'Cause this is a
pieces?
breastplate, so let's look at the price of the breastplate.
Yeah. Is it your original?
Yours was enchanted
It's not
though, right?
Yeah,
Standard.
it is enchanted though, so
Yeah.
it should cost a little more than the standard breastplate. Because a breastplate is usually 400,
Okay.
and then this one is enchanted, so don't know how much that would put us at.
Oh wait, here we go. Breastplate armor of resistance lightning. Holy shit. Okay, so technically the breastplate armor of resistance for lightning is 6,400 gold. I'm pretty sure I didn't charge you that much.
No, you didn't charge me that much, that's for sure, because this was pretty early in the campaign.
So you're making bank.
I'll say this though, because it's possible that Trixie could make a huge amount of money on that return. It has seen some wear and tear and everything like that, so we could say half price.
Mm-hmm.
So 2,500 is left over.
All right.
I can help you with that.
I can.
Did you get
And then
your cut ruby, or not cut, the ruby dust?
No, I didn't.
Trixie?
Hi.
I believe we need, what was it? 1,000 gold worth or 1,500?
It's 100, 500.
Oh, 1,500?
1,500.
Yeah. Do you have
100,
that-
500. Woo!
Do you have
No.
that much ruby dust?
Can you?
And she runs around to the corner through the beaded curtain. Yes, easy enough.
Mankind will just take out 2,000 gold and drop it on the table.
You said 1,500 for the ruby dust?
Yes.
Okay.
So 2,000. So 500 of that Nagheim will be going towards her armor.
Making it a grand total.
Okay. Sorry, I have an itchy ear.
All right.
Boy, I owe all of you a giant kiss, and
How about you don't, and we'll
Or
call it
hug.
even.
or
We'll
I'll
call
take
it
a
even.
kiss.
I
It's
can
on the
also
cheek.
reimburse you.
I'll take a hug, and then Rose will drop 1,000 gold for you.
Viria kind of like shrinks in on
How
herself.
much is left?
I think just 1,000.
which I will cover.
I mean, I still have more gold if needed.
Well, I can cover 141 gold.
No, wait, keep your 140 gold, like.
Yeah,
Like, you're running on a tight budget.
you gotta eat.
Why do
but
you all have so much more money than I do?
I guess because I'm not a
I-
magic user.
born rich.
Oh.
I don't really
And,
spend my gold ever unless it's giving you all money.
And I-
way to make me feel better about this.
There's just nothing. There hasn't been things available for me to buy.
There
that
you go.
piqued my
Yeah.
interests.
All right, well, Nagaheim, next time you want something, I'm covering it.
Also, really, really think about if you wanna get in on this Oddities franchise with me.
I'm considering it. I'll be honest.
That's steady income.
All right.
Alright, there you go.
Besides, I'm still looking for something to eventually replace this, and I kind of will drop the illusion that they keep up on the Cult of Arius armor, since it is chainmail that I have been wearing this entire time. And it's like,
What's wrong with that? It's pretty.
it's beautiful, but it is not mine.
I mean, I'll take it off your hands if you don't want it. I can sell
I
that.
think you'll have to
I
fight
think
Cult's
that
mother
belongs
for
to
that.
Cult. Yeah.
It's technically our
Oh.
families, so no, it's not
Yeah.
for sale, unless we absolutely have to. I'd rather not.
Make you a good deal.
I still would rather not pawn off the family heirlooms
It's fun talking in whispers.
yet. We'll see how it goes.
Alright. So this stuff, I'm assuming, is work related.
And she motions to like all the potion kind of stuff.
And this stuff is the ruby dust. There's that. And there's the armor. Was there anything else before we add all this up?
I think we could probably put the ruby dust on the work related.
No,
You're gonna be utilizing this. You're not gonna
would-
be using
I
them for
wouldn't
like.
push it. Cult.
All right.
I would not push it for
Alright.
now. But I also have this scroll of pass without a trace that I cannot use.
Ooh.
Could any of us use it, maybe?
Well, it's a higher level spell, but it's a 3rd level spell or 2nd level.
Because I
Who
know
can use
rangers
it?
can use it.
Rangers, maybe bards, but our bard cannot read. That's why I've never given it to her. So the only person in our group who could use it
B, C, D.
cannot use it.
That's where I'm at.
All right, so I'll say scroll without, pass without a trace goes for 240. Yeah, she can make that back easy enough.
And Trixie, do you have any items of magic that you'd like me to test for you?
Nothing test worthy.
Nuts.
Pretty much got everything. Yeah, if you guys think of anything, I might be able to like make it up if I can. Not now, but I mean future stuff.
Do you got any scrolls of invisibility?
Or a scroll of invisibility. I do actually.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Since you're giving me a pass without a trace, we could just trade these.
Oh.
Perfect.
Yeah. All right.
This will free up. This will get rid of a scroll that I cannot use, which makes me. It's been bugging me for a long time. I've been trying to read this spell. It just wasn't.
Is that one of mine?
No, I don't
Good.
believe so.
Because I have very nice handwriting.
It's not the writing.
Oh.
Nickheim will just like unroll it and be like, I do not understand this magic.
What's wrong with that?
What
It
level
is not my
the
type of magic. It's not. I'm sorry.
What level is the invisibility scroll?
Good question. I have no idea.
Regular, it's 3, I think. Because you've got greater invisibility, which is a higher
Yeah,
level.
I'm pretty sure invisibility is 3rd level.
But,
2nd level.
2nd, yeah.
So it's perfect. It's eye for an eye.
Alright, so. The drinky drinks, that's that much. The powder stuff, that's that. And then the armor. Alright, so grand total is 10,700. So, I'm gonna look in the pouch. Alright, so, oh, okay. Alright. So all that's left over is 4,000 gold.
Yes. And I put 2,000 on the table. Rose gave 1,000 and Colt gave 1,000.
And we're squaresies.
Alright, gotta make my rounds. I'll go up to Rose and I'll give her a big, big hug. And I'll move up to Colt and I'll give him a peck on the cheek. And then I'll move up to Nagheim and I'll give them a firm business handshake.
Good.
And
There was about to be a shield spell go up real quick.
and then I'll go up to Trixie.
You
and
see
kinda like-
Trixie, and she's like, as she's watching you go around the whole room and everything like that, you see her putting on like some raspberry lip gloss, like that sparkles magically and just makes her lips kind of poof a little bit more.
Where people need to be stopped.
And then she moves up to Trixie and she'll kind of like pick her up and spin her around in a circle and give her a big peck as well.
Awesome sauce.
It's always fun seeing you guys. So where are you off to now?
Thank you, all of you.
We are currently going to investigate the carnival.
Oh, where's that? Oh, the one tomorrow? Awesome. Oh, wait. No.
Investigate it for fun.
She thinks about it for a second. She's like,
Is there some scary shit that's going to be going down at the carnival that I need to be aware of?
We
Some
don't know
fun.
yet.
That's why we're
Yeah.
investigating.
For fun.
Should
I
I,
mean, if you
go
wanna
or
join
stay
us.
home?
I'd say go.
Well,
Yeah?
It
well-
seems like innocent enough. We're just double checking.
Okay.
Yeah, keep an antitoxin in your pocket. What did we get
That's
for
not
healing
scary at all.
potions? No, just, in case some of the food might be off.
Well,
We don't know.
do you know how to defend yourself if shit were to hit the fan?
Yeah, she's a spellcaster.
What
A
kind of
very
shit?
high, strong level.
Well, we don't know
spellcaster.
yet, but then last time we had dealings with this cult, a giant fucking jelly monster started eating people, so something like that. I don't know.
I don't think it'd be her again.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
my God.
Almost dying.
Yeah, and Rose's ex almost fucking killed her by leaving her to die. So
Man, you guys are drama queens.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's not. I think it's perfectly reasonable to be put off by like a giant jelly monster and your ex trying to murder you. What was it? Rose crucifixion? Yeah. I think we're being fine. We're being normal. What did I get for healing potions? We got Supremes?
Well, Rose got 4 Supremes. Viria got 1 Superior, and you got 2 Greater.
I haven't paid for those. Oh wait, I don't have to.
Right.
Sorry, I keep forgetting. Okay,
That's okay.
I'm with it. I'm
And
with
the
it.
Supremes are all distributed. Everyone gets one. Even
Oh,
Megan.
okay.
Supremes, okay.
I'll just tuck it into Albert's invisible pocket.
Hey, hands off!
So
You will
I
hold it and you will
still-
like it.
Albert, a little like
I
belt
still-
pouch.
I still do have a potion of water breathing. Of water
breathing?
breathing.
You never know. Point of inspiration!
Yeah, baby, it's that Yasha hair.
Yeah. The barbarian gets it done, man.
Barbarian in me, yeah.
Yeah, I need to go to a leather worker. I need to get a small pouch made for Albert.
A little harness.
A little, like, mail delivery pouch. A flap.
Little fanny pack.
Well, we don't know. We should ask Trixie so that way it can be like magical. So whenever like Albert changes form, the belt pouch changes form and adapts to whatever form Albert takes.
I think I can honestly just make it happen with Summon Familiar. I think I can just summon that on him.
I don't know.
And
Okay, I think that
we got
concludes the
cereal.
business here. And yeah. Do we still, Nagheim? So we want to see a gemologist or stonecutter and a leather worker, right?
I think the gem thing we just
Yeah.
quickly went.
Craftmaster's got
Okay.
it done. No problem.
Yeah,
I'll say
so
probably
did you
pick
use
up
my
tomorrow.
Diamond?
So remember that.
Did you use my diamond?
yes.
Yep.
Okay.
We'll
I'll
make
get
sure
that.
tomorrow first thing. I'll just have Albert go with a little bag to pick it up. Come back to me.
With a note.
All
Oh,
right.
goodbye, Diamond. I carried you for so long. 2 years.
You brought it
2
to its
years.
final destination. It's all good.
Just you wait till I get to use it, though.
I know, it's worth it. That's why I've been holding on to it.
It's not gonna bring some. Well, it could prevent somebody from dying.
That's why I've been holding on to it. Okay. And I'm going to put another potion in my wrist pocket.
Okay.
Yeah, I put
Supreme.
mine in the bag of holding, so that one's mine.
Quick question, Cult. Have you leveled up to level 14 yet?
I should have. I've got hired. Yeah, I'm a level 14.
It's showing level 13 on my thing.
Oh yeah, I've got Rogue 12, Cleric 2. And I
got
did
the
follow War Master Smooth's advice.
Mhm.
First piece of advice, because there was a lot of it.
He's such a fucking nerd.
Yeah, I see him
It
as
was
level
awesome.
14 on our campaign thing.
Yeah,
Wait,
I'm-
which advice was it?
It was. Oh shit! Just scared me. He's not supposed to be home. I
You
made
have
my wisdom.
such good stats. What the fuck?
I've very balanced stats. I also get, I think I get more ability score improvements than you do through rogue stuff. But yeah, I went higher wisdom. I
Yeah.
brought it up to 16, so I have a +3, so my
Oh
spell
my god,
castings's better.
twinsies!
Oh my god.
We're twinning all over. I'm also 12 and 2, and we have the same wisdom.
I think I have the lowest wisdom out of you.
It's fine, I have the lowest strength.
Wait, what's your wisdom score, Ahi?
12.
Oh my god, am I more wise than you?
Yeah. I mean,
It's like
the
street
age.
smart.
It's 'cause I'm
feel
older.
like warlocks like shouldn't be wise since they accept like pacts with like fucking all-powerful beings
To be fair,
without really knowing
Rose
the
has
consequences.
6 intelligence.
So, yeah, there you go.
6 intelligence, so.
I find intelligence and wisdoms are very different.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Thank
And
God I
Furia
got
still has
neither in
lower
real life.
intelligence than wisdom, so.
All right.
All right, so business is concluded at Trixie's.
Yes.
You guys have the rest of the afternoon and evening to kind of plan or discuss.
Furia's kind of like walking around, like shoulders squared, because like she's just like, I've got you on.
Mm-hmm.
She's like
Ooh.
spreading it.
Thanks for your posture.
Incredible.
Oh, it looks really good.
Quilt's going
It makes
to.
you taller.
I mean, she looks down to her feet. She's like, I didn't change my shoes.
No,
or
you're just
anything,
not
so-"
hunched over as much.
Oh, so on top of being flat, I'm also hunched over. Great. More things to work on.
The art says otherwise, by the way.
But yeah, I feel like I can take on everything now.
I guess Jason. Sorry.
Yeah, she's just kind of like walking around like.
I wish I could wear an armor like that. So cool. And then Rose would like sort of like imitate the way that Viri is walking, but without the armor.
Honestly, armor is not that
Snap.
comfortable. I'll like put the illusion roll back up. So it's like it's really not that comfortable.
Well, this one's really comfortable, so maybe you should ask Trixie about. Well,
I
yeah,
would never alter Cult's mother's armor.
I'm not saying to alter her armor. I'm saying you could get something new commissioned for you.
I one day would like to have enchanted robes.
And it's technically Great Uncle Aloysius's armor.
Didn't you say your mother
there you
used
go.
this?
Yeah, she did, but
Okay, it's hers now.
originally- Yeah, the history, it's bespoke armor for Great Uncle Aloysius. It's got a history. I had to learn.
Plan
Anyhow,
for now.
are we gonna stay at the Slave's Take then?
I mean, it's
guess.
free.
Might as well.
Well, we still work for them technically.
I mean, we
Or-
haven't really done much for them, like
Um,
since the whole.
Maybe,
I have a suggestion.
yeah.
Mhm.
Since we spent so much time in the north and have not really stayed in anything luxurious since the estate, maybe we can rent an inn.
An entire inn.
The entire inn?
Not the entire inn. I mean,
That would be hilarious. That'll be the party when we get all of this shit done. We will rent an inn and we will fucking destroy it with our party.
I mean, sounds like a lot of.
I'm not sure if that's actually a good idea. But yes, let's rent an inn.
let's go get some rooms at
Maybe
like
not-
a nice inn.
If you want to
dad used to
destroy
do it
some
all the
place, you can
time.
destroy your own estate, Cult. Just.
I'd rather not. There's some about like renting an inn, a couple rooms, and just wrecking them and not having to clean them up in the morning. My dad used to do all the time with his army buddies.
Oh, I thought you meant like literally destroy.
Oh,
That might
Yeah,
cost
I
you
thought you
one
meant actually
repairs.
destroy.
like you don't have to
meant
make
destroying
the
property.
bed.
Yeah,
Nagheim's
I
dreams of
thought
finally
it's
burning
a-
something down crushed.
I thought you meant like destroying someone else's property. I was just like, if we're gonna be franchising, I don't think that's good for our
Yeah,
brand, you
because
know?
I've
I
been to
mean-
parties where literal feast halls have been, you know, trashed. But
I
that's,
mean,
you know, cultural
yeah,
thing
maybe it
mostly,
was-
so.
It was being more dramatic. Like, see, it's a cultural thing
Yeah.
for my dad too, but you don't have to wash like the water glass or make the bed.
Yeah, okay,
I
if
see.
that's your definition of trash,
Sure.
fine, that works. 'Cause
Okay.
that's
good.
not my definition of trash.
Only ever been to the parties hosted at the estate. I don't understand why you'd want to destroy the place or make
Oh.
it a mess.
Oh, because you're really drunk. I used to hear stories from my dad all the time doing that, and I've always kind of wanted to do it myself.
Nick, I'm just as
all
picturing.
judging cult so hard.
Nick, I'm just picturing going up after the party, like as everyone's making a mess and just like cleaning up
In
during
very
the party.
different ways. Yeah. The judgments are coming from all areas and completely different.
But yes,
Uh,
I think we should get somewhere where we can have nice baths. Like,
Sure.
even though we did stay in the but I think, you know,
A little spa.
and something else, something a little more luxurious would be nice.
That sounds actually really lovely. And this
Well,
music
I'm
is
paying for
very
it.
lovely, very
I'm paying
small.
for it, I insist.
Sure.
What are you
Are
looking
you
at?
sure?
Yes,
Then we're
I'm
gonna have to
sure-
pay for your food or something. Just to...
No, I've got enough for food in a couple rooms, it's fine.
All right, what's the nicest inn in
I did not
Western?
end up using any of my money at Trixie's, so I still have.
because you have none.
I mean, she's not that poor, Nagelheim.
It's like I'm poor compared to the three of you.
She's rich in skill because
150 gold is what a lot of people.
Yeah,
make
you
in
know
a
what? I
year.
should start charging you guys whenever I save your asses. There you go. Then I'd be.
I think that's kind of what
extra
just
rich.
happened.
Yeah,
is
maybe,
we were kind of paying for
mm.
you, making sure you can save our asses in the
I mean,
future.
if you're trying to start charging, I have to start charging.
Okay, all right.
For the polymorphs, for the flying.
Yeah, for getting possessed.
Okay, well, this is
For
why.
leaving me alone on the boat to fight alone.
Okay, we're not gonna do this right now. We are getting along just fine. We don't have to start mocking off everything. What's the nicest inn in Western?
Fuck if I know.
Oh,
I
Daddy.
assumed you would know, Cole.
Gult does know. I'm asking Daddy.
The Sun-Kissed Tavern and Inn.
Oh well, we were there before, so we know this one.
Yep.
Cool. Let's head there. And then Vera starts walking in the wrong direction. As always.
Oh no, over here this way.
All right. Okay.
At that point,
yeah.
it's just like Mage Hand is already out, grabbing her by the scruff of her neck, just to trying to pull back a little.
Right on.
And we go to the Sun Kiss
Sounds good.
in.
So I'm assuming if we're really doing fancy, everyone wants their own bedroom kind of thing.
Sure.
Yes.
All right. So it'll be a gold
We should
piece
just
each.
Get an extra large.
I would like my own room.
Yeah. So a gold piece each, so 4 gold for the rooms.
All right.
I would like the Melania bed, please.
So 4 gold.
A
Hmm?
hot bath drawn for me.
Perfect. See, I could cover that just fine.
I'm proud of you, honey.
Thank
doing
you.
amazing, sweetie.
Finally. Jeez.
All right.
Should we take moments to ourselves to freshen up and such, or do we wish to sit and talk beforehand?
Well, the carnival only starts tomorrow, correct?
Yep.
And then, yeah, I'll just assume one of them said yep.
Mhm. Oh
So-
yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were
do-
asking me.
No, it's okay. Well, kind of as well. But so yeah, I say we all freshen up, and then who wants to get hammered or do something fun? Might as well, you know.
I thought we could talk about the proposition, but
Okay,
that
we
works
can
as
also
well.
do that first, and
We'll talk about the proposition, do a little pre-gaming.
I mean we
We can all bring
succeeded
up-
back in Isocross.
we can
did.
bring some wine up to the room while we have our discussion, and then we can
Yes.
come down to the bar.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
Does this place have a bathroom? Like a communal bath?
No,
I would
it
like
has a
my
bathroom in
private
each
one.
room that you've purchased.
We could have this conversation while having a bath.
Absolutely
Well,
not.
People might overhear if we do that, since it's communal bath.
But yes,
Yeah.
Well, this place isn't fancy enough.
I would
For
definitely not
shared
want
bathrooms.
Yeah, I would definitely not want a communal bath, and I would like a hot bath drawn for me.
Yeah, me too. I'm into it.
All right, let's give each other maybe an hour.
Hour and a half.
All right, fair.
I have a lot of hair.
Sad wank.
I mean, I kind of do as well, so that's fair.
Yeah, gotta get that
Same.
dried.
Yeah, Rose has the most hair out of all of us.
I mean,
need to
I
put
think you need to shave it.
moisturizer.
I'm
Shaved.
thinking I'm gonna shave. I'm gonna shave.
Yeah, I'm not feeling
What's it
weird
like having
anymore.
to shave?
It was kind of a hassle at first, but you just get used to it. It's like a daily thing. Like, you just either you do it or you don't. It's the in between. So when you're clean shaven, it's really, really nice. But when it starts growing out, before it becomes a full beard, your face looks dirty and it's very itchy, and no one wants to give you kisses. And but then once it sort of fills out, it's very luxurious and soft, and I love it.
I just assumed nobody wanted to give you kisses because it's you. I'm kidding.
Time. You're in a mood today. I think you need to go get the bath.
I like that came with a smile, and as Colt passes by, he's just gonna like give the most gentle poke in the ribs.
Break them in half.
They just collapse.
Collapse on
Yeah.
themselves.
To be fair, I would like to point out that I have had many more kisses without my beard than I have with. So I
I'm
call
married
bullshit.
to- I'm married. I've been married to a beard for a very long time.
Yeah, but that's married. He has to kiss you.
What are you saying? That my beard is itchy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious.
All right. So baths are halved.
Yeah.
You have a bath. Yep. Was there wine going up to the rooms? Did I hear right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Next
Just
time
a
we'll pay for the
glass
wine.
or a bottle?
2 bottles.
2 bottles. Okay, so what the
Person after
fuck
my
would that
own
be?
heart.
1, 2, 3.
I just assumed that Rose and Viria would down half a bottle themselves.
Right.
So
So
like,
12 gold.
cool.
12? Okay, I'll pay it. Again.
Because I'm assuming this price is 1 gold piece, but that's just for a glass.
Probably. If it's
I-
fancy wine, 12 gold makes sense.
Okay.
If it says bottle, I think. Oh.
Well, you know what? No, because whiskey is 1 silver piece, and I think that's just 1 shot.
That's
So
the
fire
one
wine
shot.
at 1 gold piece. I'm saying that's a bottle. So excuse me, 4 gold pieces, not 12.
Okay.
All right.
I'm paying for everything, I tell you.
You.
Right.
Now, is there
Things
anything
are
anybody is
very
doing in their private time? That's not supposed to be salacious. It's just being like,
Sad wank.
yeah,
No sad wank. No sad wank.
happy
but
wank. Wank for you.
Maybe-
Wank for you.
Maybe a little bit, but Colt is gonna take care of his little tootsies.
Oh, there
He's
you
gonna
go.
clip his nails and give him a good old pumice. Has
Damn.
not had any time.
Fantabulous.
Night comes in a
Anybody else
style
down with the pumice?
Vera's gonna shave her legs. There you go.
Hey,
They come to style their hair differently.
there you go.
Ooh.
Rose?
Rose has a bath.
Hey, love
Oh,
it.
yes, of course, the hot steaming bath.
Yeah. Oh, and Cult shaves his mustache and his goatee off. He's clean shaven again.
Groovy like a movie. All right. Eventually, you all head down from your baths to the main kind of dining area in the tavern and inn, excuse me. And the floor is open for any kind of discussion.
I was about to discuss, perhaps.
Oh, yeah, we could do that
Would be a
too.
good time for a little pee-pee.
There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for chatting up a storm in the chat room as always. As we go on our break, you're going to see a little advertisement for the emotes that Nicola Nora made for all our subscribers. They are adorable. And followed up quickly by the art provided by Chuck Monty over there. So, we're going to be gone for about 10, 15 minutes or so, hopefully a little less, and we will come back in, raring to go. See you in a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Sorry about that. Tech issues. You know how it is.
Oh, Tally left a cute little message for chat. I'll post it.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Incoming cat chat.
Oh,
Ah.
too many S's.
There you go.
Or the appropriate amount of S's.
Not for me.
All right. So, you guys have finished your bathing duties. You're heading down to the tavern part of this establishment. And
But we were ordering up wine and going to join
Yeah.
up together in a room.
oh,
Yes.
My mistake.
We're gonna do that to have the discussion, and then we go down to the tavern.
gotcha.
Colt will have a bottle of wine under his arm and like be all like fresh and clean and just like knock on Nagheim's door.
Nagheim will open the door with Mage Hand as they are in the middle of braiding their hair down the middle
Oh,
and just doing a full length braid.
oh, lovely.
And I missed having my hair up, but I felt the bun was not secure enough.
Well, braid's certainly secure.
We'll find out.
It looks great.
Thank you.
You right there, Jason? Oh, I see Ari. Ari did some.
No, she didn't. It
Oh,
was
no?
totally you.
Oh, it's me?
Yeah. It's I shouldn't point the finger because I do this all the time and I think that's why I'm laughing so hard. It's just when you came in with that loudly, it's like, where's the accent? There it is. So I felt good that I'm not alone. I'm sorry.
My failure
I
lifts you up.
am muting myself now.
Shall we? Let's go fetch the girls. If the girls. I have had a few sips of real beer. I'm so sorry. It's so
The
unprofessional.
Goyles? I'm Australian. Oh, yuck.
Technically, I'm from New Zealand.
There you go. Oh.
Whose room are we meeting up in?
The girls.
Like, we all had separate rooms called.
You son of a bitch.
Well, let's go see if Viri is ready, and then we'll go to Rose's.
Works for me.
I brought wine.
Good.
I know you don't partake, but it's red. I don't know if that works for you.
I'm usually more of a white wine that I've discovered, but after
And he
what
pops
we've been
his
through,
wrist pocket, and a white comes out.
I was gonna say anything would do, but perfect.
Hey. It's on various tabs, so.
That's fair. She is swimming in money, as we know.
Oh yes, yes. That deep 1-inch puddle.
We'll go up to Viria's door and knock.
Fear's just uncontrollably sneezing because people are talking shit.
You
Yeah, she'll
wanna
eventually open and her hair is like loose and damp. It's like, hey.
I brought wine. We're gonna go to Rose's unless you want me to get a. Do you have your own wine?
No, I grabbed one of. I
Oh.
just grabbed, yeah, I grabbed the red from your hand and just. Oh, yeah.
It wasn't open, but.
Well, like Viria, that's you didn't get anything. That's just your own
Oh,
saliva.
it's the placebo effect. Oh. Why does my saliva taste like wine? I don't know. Probably
Oh,
because
that was
I drink too much
Presto.
of it.
So-
Oh.
Tastes like blood.
I mean, Nagheim, you should do that more often. It's like you get to enjoy the flavor of wine without actually getting drunk.
I was just going to have some wine instead of pretending.
Yeah, that too. But I mean, okay.
To Rose's room?
Yeah, I'm kind of sleepy due to the bath, so let me. Yeah, all right.
Rose, you in there? We've come to your place, your room.
Come in.
Who wants to bet 1 gold piece she's naked?
I was already gonna say I'm gonna be averting my eyes.
She might still be in the bath, so at least, there's that. And we will open the door.
You do not find Rose in the bath. Rose is in a bathrobe, starfish on the bed. And she's just like, so comfortable. No, it's okay, Nagaheim. I'm dressed.
Are you actually dressed?
You're kind of you see you can see a little coochie, Rose. You should probably
No, you
close
don't see the coochie. Like she's wearing the bathrobe. Like she's
Yeah,
fully
she's
covered.
but she's starfishing, so I'm just like, okay.
Okay, not that, not like, but like like when you're like on the bed like this. Fine, she's Jesus-ing on the bed.
We starfish in a very different way, you and I.
Spread your legs when you starfish.
You don't? Anyway.
Anyway.
Okay, they're not like écartés to the point where like hello, come in me.
Ooh.
Phil pops the
Phrasing.
There's a cold
Horse.
breeze coming from it.
Just gonna take out one of my, like a glass and be like, hold please.
Yeah. A little white for you.
A little.
Okay, you keep. It's like
Sellers,
keeps
thanks,
going.
Jack.
Yeah.
Rose, like, no.
Tell me when.
I just wait till it's like almost dangerously high. It's like, okay, fine.
Okay. Well, Neckheim's in it. And he serves up whatever flavor of wine you guys
Same.
want.
Well, I'll have red, but same amount as them.
I'll sip mine.
You gotta let it air out. Oh, okay. Yep. No.
I'm
all
letting
right,
it
full
air
pass.
out. It's, I'm not drinking it yet.
Colt pours himself a small amount of red wine and checks the legs. Oaky.
So
So,
I'll take one of the chairs because I'm assuming there's like desks in each room.
Okay.
or even like a
Gonna
sit,
doesn't
like
help
a
them.
couch.
I put
like
a lot of thought into
sofa,
these rooms, guys. Trust me.
I'm gonna
Like a
assume that
A
there's like
Las
a writing
Vegas
desk,
room.
and Neckheim will steal the seat. Y'all can sit on the floor. Yeah, so
Well, there. If we're
There's room
tailoring
on the
this,
bed.
there's got to be a sofa and like an armchair. If this is a nice inn.
Here's just gonna sit cross-legged on the floor. With her wine.
So,
So, what are your thoughts on this whole franchising business? Being,
We're
if
still not
the
really
l-
clear on how, like, what we'll have to do regarding all of this.
we'll have to keep doing what we're doing, but we would have, I'm assuming, more funding
Which is a
and
good
be a
thing.
bit more organized.
I mean, I think
In-
we've been doing pretty well in our disorganized state, but sure.
And hopefully with less personal problems involved in the situation, since we have gone to deal with vampires due to a personal problem, dealing with a false goddess because of a personal problem, dealing with an ex-wife because of a personal problem, and dealing with dragons because of a personal problem, and also pirates, and now a rogue sorcerer / wizard.
I think people, if we were to do this, I think we might look into if we're going to be working in a training capacity, setting this place up as someone who's been involved in sort of some businesses or, maintaining a family estate, being around people who control money and the flow of money. I'd imagine that we'd have some sort of hand in setting up what these sort of branches. And when people have something to fight for, I mean, you say because of personal problem, I think when people have something to fight for, they're gonna fight harder.
I mean, I'm just saying we would
I'm
be
not saying
doing
that's a
what we're
bad thing.
doing with
Yeah.
less personal issues. We would be more doing it for the bettering of everyone else without
yeah.
the trauma.
We
I
wouldn't
think
have
there's
as
always
much.
going to be a personal element to what we do, whether it's us or whoever we help, whatever greater good that we
Oh.
do. There's always going to be a personal element to us. I think if we frame it that way, I think we're starting things off on a negative mindset. You know?
I meant we would be going into it not with the push of our own trauma. We would be going in it for the bettering of other people and things. Yes, sorry.
I mean, is it wrong to say that I'd be interested in doing this, but to pursue my own agenda?
I don't think so.
No, I
mean,
don't
it's
think we
still-
should put our personal wants behind us.
That's the thing. You say we wouldn't be motivated by it. Well, you use the word trauma. I think it's more like personal history. But like,
I think we're not quite taking this as I meant it. I meant
yeah.
we have, not for all intents and purposes, solved our issues, but we have faced them. And what I wanted to bring to this was the fact that we have faced them. If we're going to be training new people, is that we're going to be helping them through their traumas. We're
Yeah, I
gonna be-
mean, it's a good cause and all, but
it's
yeah,
sort
if
of
I'm
like,
being honest, I would mostly be doing this to access some resources and try and help Saphira some more, because I'm still missing one shard.
yes, that's
I
right.
Find
don't have an
Agnar as
issue with
well.
that.
So,
No, I don't have an issue with that either. I mean, I've got my own agenda as well. It's some vacation time. I would love to actually go see my girlfriend and my parents for more than a day in the last couple months.
Rose
would like-
sits up on the bed, remaining covered. Ladylike. I want to point out. And she says, I mean, I have experience with organized groups. Maybe we should start by defining what our values are, so that way, whenever we want to, like, do our own thing, we make sure that whatever we're doing still align with, you know, the franchise of the Oddities. And whatever we bring in, you know, also aligns with that. Maybe we should start there.
Here's my thing. I don't know if I would be able to do it.
Why?
what do you mean?
The Cobalt Reserve is in every society, but, if I remember correctly, the Draft Society.
You don't know that.
There's been mentions of it around, but never a mention of it there. I'm gonna be going off that.
It's still a
Assumption.
pretty big assumption.
That if I were to join something, I need to make sure that A, they are inclusive to my people. Because after everything, I don't have a home to go to, but one where my people are.
I
Well,
mean, if this is a
and-
home that we're creating, then we get to decide those things, no?
well,
I need
not
to make sure, because is the war. Well,
Oh, what side the penny falls on?
Well, not
I
to
need to-
downplay your feelings, Nagaheim, but I don't think Kieran Sari would have offered this to us if, you know, the fact that you're a drow would be any sort of issue with this.
I don't view it as he would view it as an issue. I just need to make sure that no matter what, I am not turning my back on my people. I need to make sure that it is not viewed that I am taking the side of those who wish to potentially oppress my people or bring ill will. Even if that is not the case, I cannot have that image there.
So no political affiliations as such.
I feel like when you are a thing of power, there's always politics.
Very true.
That's a good point.
That is
I
very
wouldn't like us to take any sort of political position.
true. No,
I mean, where I'm from, things are meritocracy, so people deserve their positions of leadership. They aren't elected, or they aren't.
it would be, depending on what Kieran Suri's take of this, what I would really like it to be is helping those who are unable to help themselves in a manner of, I want to say mercenary, but that's only a description. I would say we wouldn't turn people away based on their incomes.
We may not be able to, we may not turn them away, but if we are only set up in, for example, cities of only humans, that would mean we would only be helping humans.
Fair enough, fair enough.
So
Yeah,
if we are
I guess-
unable to be set up in all regions, I don't think I will be able to. I wish to become an archmage one day,
Mhm.
which is
And
going
you-
to take all of my attention in studying. And I cannot bring myself to take time away from that if it means excluding my people.
Yeah, exclusionary. We'll have to get some more information on what Kieran Suri's
Perhaps this brings
intentions
us
are.
on to a good point.
Yeah.
That the Oddities outpost should only always be in cities that are not, one species only.
Well, depending on the world, where you are in the world, some races and some species are not welcome. And it's one of those things that I have been very fortunate. I have not faced any issues due to being a drow. But there are societies that accept some and societies that do not. That's just where my worries are.
And they are founded. Honestly, I think they are founded. This, I'm in. I'm in. This is exactly what I want to do. I've been searching for something, a look, a place that I can feel like I'm doing the most, and this, I think, is what it is. Making sure my family estate remains standing. I would like that to happen, but it's not my passion. It's not where my vocation, where I feel I'm best serving Exandria as a whole. This gives me the opportunity to serve Exandria.
Personally, I feel until I can be for sure, I would not say I would not help. I would always
Like
be
a-
an ally to the Oddities.
Like a special consultant?
Similar. But I don't think I would like the title looming over my head. Because if it is, and if my people need me, I will do what I can. I could not help my home. I can help my people. And if it
But what
comes
if-
to it, I will have to go to my people.
And what if by setting up the Oddities outpost, we could help your people?
Which is why I said until I know for sure.
Yeah, it's not a no, it's a maybe.
It's I will always be an ally to the Oddities. But if I cannot be for sure that my people are able to be included in the entirety of it, then I
And
won't
you
join.
know, you can always call on me, Colt, whether
course.
I'm affiliated with whatever this becomes, but me as a person, me as an individual, I will be by your side if you need me at any time.
Of course. And I definitely never view myself as becoming completely integrated with my people due to the fact that I have lived my life away from them. So I never feel like I would ever have the potential of rising in the ranks, but I feel like I have a lot of missed time that I have to make up for.
You should have that chance.
But if you ever need me, I will always be a quick message away anyway, no matter the decisions that we're all made. And to be fair, it takes me, what, 10 minutes to draw up a circle of teleportation? I'm never really that far away.
How about you guys?
I mean,
Well-
my calendar's pretty open, so yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of leaning towards waiting until we know more.
Yeah, obviously we can't make a decision based on the small amount of information we have, but I definitely
I'm
know-
sorry.
But if I'm loyal to anyone, it's definitely to the three of you, so that's a guarantee. We'll see for the rest.
Maybe I
Cheers to
can
that.
hit you up for some consulting work.
Cheers to
then.
that.
Cheers to that.
I mean,
To-
to be fair,
Love each other.
To be fair.
I was gonna say, if you need to train people in combat, you're probably I'm personally looking at 3 of the most qualified people for that.
Well, same goes to you when it comes to magic. I mean, you helped me out a lot with,
That is why I wish to be an archmage. Take in apprentices and help lead people in a way that I wasn't led.
The
And thank-
Academy, the Oddities Academy of Magic.
Maybe 1 pupil at a time.
The Oddities Tutoring of Magic. For one.
For what? Isn't it more like a fellowship?
The Fellowship of the Odds. For one.
We'll
We'll
spitball
workshop
the
it.
name. We'll workshop the name.
But I
We've been through. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I think we were about to say the same thing, so
Oh, well, I'd love to hear your version.
I was gonna say, I believe we're on the same page since we all have had very similar experiences since we've been traveling together for the past
However long it's
almost a
actually
year
been.
now?
I think so. Maybe.
Almost a year. So, whether all 4 of us join to create it, or 2 of us, or 3, I feel like all 4 of us will be involved in it anyway.
In some manner or another.
Exactly. Besides, if you do bring a wizard in, there's no way that they would not go without some education from me. Because if they were to throw a rogue fireball, I don't think I'd ever be able to forgive myself.
Well, we'd have to get them vetted for sure. And I can think of no one to put them through the trials better than you.
To be fair, the Enchantress would be great to have. But she kind of traumatizes people,
I
as you
feel
can
like
see.
I feel like those don't go together. You know, great to have, but also traumatizes people. There's kind of a
I mean, she
disconnect
has
there, you know.
Raised me.
Yeah, and look how you've turned out. Not,
I know.
yeah.
Questionable, I know.
Mm. I'll
And
drink to
we-
that.
Yeah.
Enjoy
Love
our wine.
Aren't
So
you
should
too
we-
young to be drinking that?
I'm still older than those two.
I mean,
Well, I mean,
technically, I'm older
weren't
than
you going like, oh, but
you.
I'm just a teenager?
That's the maturity level.
I mean, if we went to the bartender downstairs, they would be asking you for your identity card and you know?
I don't have an identity card.
Well, then, there you go. You would be able to drink.
Well, they've been having drinks at taverns and bars since we've been together, and they haven't.
No, I know, but I'm just thinking about it
I've
now
also
that
been the
we've had
most
this
responsible
conversation.
one when it comes to drinking out of the group.
Remember
I'm
when
just
they
trying
gave
to
us
look out for you.
Question mark.
Hmm?
I'm just trying to look out for you.
Well,
I
let's
appreciate
go.
it, but
Let's
until I
go
become
have
a
more
mess,
drinks.
until I
Let's
be-
see.
Yeah,
Let's
I
see
mean,
if we
as
can
much
make
as
Nagheim
like this
become
wine
that.
is decent, this doesn't. Yeah, it's not as great as a good pint of ale. So,
Or a bourbon. Let's
or
go.
cooking sherry.
Absolutely
Maybe then-
not.
Up and get
I
dressed.
appreciate it.
Let's go grab some food, grab some more drinks, and then see what the night has for us.
All right.
Nothing past 2 in the morning. Nothing good ever happens past 2 in the morning. We still need to get our sleep and actually do our jobs tomorrow.
Oh, that's true.
See?
Knowing
See?
knowing the cult of Dionysus will probably be staying up all night tomorrow. So, yeah.
We do need our sleep, and that's something a leader would say.
I mean,
I'm
Elite.
we
Oh,
might have fun too.
yeah, we might. Like nothing might.
We might.
Who knows? It might just be an ordinary carnival. Knocking on wood.
Well, I'm gonna stay paranoid till I don't have any reason to not be paranoid.
All right, so we're gonna
let's
head
go.
downstairs for more drinks and food.
Make our way.
All right. So, what is everybody having?
Ale.
Still sip on my glass of wine.
Okay.
Bourbon!
I'll have ale and a bourbon, just because like Colt keeps drinking it. It's like,
Rose?
I'll have ale and a bourbon, and Rose is gonna do a kamikaze shot with her bourbon into her glass of ale.
Gotcha.
Oh,
you go.
Jesus.
All right. So, Rose and Viria, it'll be
that cost?
1 silver, 4 copper, and Cult, 1 silver.
One. Well, I'm paying for everyone, so
'Kay.
silver 4 coppers each, so that's 2 and
So
8. and
3
then one-
silver.
3 and 8. Yeah. Cool. Done.
Excellent.
Let's drain this bitch's bank account.
Jesus.
The poorest member of the team. Strange.
Is what I say when I go on dates.
I mean, fair, honestly.
Yeah.
Get some. Hey, Spudge, you're gonna get some, aren't you?
And then I'll probably get like food for everyone as well.
Sure.
Yeah, what's the
Whatever's,
house
like-
special?
Yeah, whatever's on special tonight.
If you don't have a house special, I'll have the house special.
I'll say it's fire spiced chicken kebabs
Perfect.
That
I'll
looks
have
good.
salad.
and a fucking salad. Okay, so that will be, where is it? 2, 4, 6. 6 silver pieces, and we'll say 6 copper.
Okay.
I'm the cheap date.
I mean, was there ever any doubt? I'm with you there. I'm already feeling this one beer.
I've seen you drunk, so. Great.
Very rare occurrence. Very rare.
All right. then we drink and be merry.
Yeah.
Hey.
I think we just enjoy our evening.
Yeah.
Relax.
Are you guys heading out for the evening or anything, or are you just calling it a night afterwards?
I think we're just gonna stay put.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Unless there's
take
anything
it,
interesting to do.
enjoy ourselves, but having drinks on top of food is always good. And then, as midnight sort of rolls around, we'll see where
Yeah,
we're
I
at. If
think-
we want to have a couple more, we have a couple more, and then we definitely go to bed.
I think nighttime would be the first to bed.
Fair enough. All right. Well, you guys all head to bed. Nothing too crazy. The next day arrives, and as you all stumble down towards the tavern part of this inn, breakfast can be had if you guys want before you head out, but you can skip that and see what the town's all about if you like. Really now?
Goodness me, it was a good breakfast.
Yeah. Yeah, let's say we'll
We'll
have
have
like a
breakfast.
quick and simple breakfast and then head out into town.
Sure.
Sounds good.
How
Preparations are going.
does stuffed egg battered toast sound?
Sure.
Oh, yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
So it's like
I'm
thick
guessing
tested
good.
Texas toast that's like got scrambled egg to like give it a French toast kind of thing, but inside there's like little chunks of like bacon that have kind of been slopped in with a bit of maple syrup in there. Off the top of my head.
Dreamy, dreamy.
I don't know how to cook.
That's not true. I've seen eggs
You've seen eggs.
in your fridge.
That's all you
have
need.
You have a lot of eggs in your fridge.
I can bake, but I can't. Yeah.
Look,
Anyways.
dudes. Oh my God! Did we even talk about those cookies on stream?
Oh.
Holy shit! You have no idea.
Nom, nom.
I dream about. We housed
Yep.
those motherfuckers back so much. They were a little chocolatey
Those are the
and a little
best fucking
spicy.
cookies I've had.
God damn it!
Yeah.
Oh
I mean, I could just listen to that all day.
my God! Mark and I talk about them still. He's like, are you gonna go on Amazon and see if you can't get those salted caramel chips, because you gotta make those soon, right? And I'm like, yeah, I've gotta do that.
There you go.
He's even looked into it with our baker friends.
Ah!
He's like, where can I get this particular type of chip? And they're like, well, probably only through Christmas. He goes, what if I go online? He's like, there's probably a place online. So, obsessed.
It was a good cookie, I gotta admit.
Holy shit.
All right. So I will say for the breakfasts, we'll say 1 silver, 2 copper.
Nighttime will cover it before Viria has a chance. It's kind of like,
I mean, Viria was like,
Calm
I
down.
was covering for last night. That's it. I'm done. Go for it.
You
I'll
guys
just leave
paid
2
for
silver.
most of my armor, but you guys, I'm done.
oh yeah, I'll leave 2 silver.
Okay, fair enough. All right. So, before you guys head out to see the fairgrounds and everything, is there anything you guys needed to do or people to see or anything? Going around.
Goodness
Nighttime
me.
in one sleeve is going to have the antitoxin,
Okay.
and in another sleeve is going to have one of the cut gems.
Which you still need to pick up.
Yes, so I'll go do that first.
Yeah.
Or I'll send Albert to do that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Albert was going to grab it.
Yeah, send the bird, bring it back. Once I get it, I'll put them all in my bag, but I'll
Mhm.
keep one of them in my in my sleeve.
Sounds good. All
Albert
right.
has a note. My parent has given me permission to pick up these gems.
Perfect. All right. Well, with that, the early afternoon comes around. Excuse me. And Doop. As you all arrive in the Scholar's Ward, as far as your eye can see, there are kiosks and stalls with multicolored overhangs selling food and drink, crafts and clothes in a variety of makes and styles, and on every face walking through this maze-like bazaar is a giddy smile. Poles extend high above the masses with illuminated lanterns that give an orange haze above the murmur of the crowds. The wafting smells of fruit, breads, and spices warm the air and whet your appetite as you pass by vendors. At each stall, you see followers of Dionysus talking and laughing among the people of Western. Many showing off the wares that they have on display, some graciously accepting donations, and even a few just seem to be caught up in conversation. The crowd is wide-eyed, trying to discover every surprise that each of the kiosks have in store for them. Parents are dragged from one booth to another by the death grip their children have on their skirts and pants. All the while, a soft melody can be heard in the background of this chorus, as somewhere among the crowd, there must be a musical troupe set up for this event. And looking off to where the Cobalt Reserve is located, you notice that there is a cordoned off perimeter around the public park grounds. An event of some sort has been drawing a crowd, as many people are joyously cheering and waving along the sidelines. Leading to the entrance of this event, you can see people seated across from each other as followers of Dionysus paint the faces of children to look like their favorite animals. And occasionally, you will hear a shrill whistle cut through the noise in the air as up from the crowd a thin stream of light shoots up over the lanterns and ends with a soft pop as a firework explodes high above your heads. There are so many things to see and do this evening, and this is but one of 3 main events within Western this evening. The only question is, what would you like to do first?
Oh my gosh. Can I sidle up to the face painting
Mm-hmm.
and stand in line?
You sure
I
can.
was gonna say the same thing.
Fair enough, fair
I'll
enough.
go with
I
call.
know. I'm gonna grab Nagaheim's shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
elbow, and just be like, "Come with me, please," and then just hide in a corner somewhere.
Yep.
And I would like to find maybe like, like a tiny street like in the ruelle. What's a ruelle?
A alley,
Alley.
back alley.
An alley,
Yes.
Sure.
a back alley that's empty.
Easy enough.
Use disguise self.
What do you
Who's
look
that?
like?
I look like, almost like the clone of my ex-wife.
Okay.
Long, fiery red hair. But does disguise self like give me different clothes as well? Or?
Yeah.
And just like a black tunic, just very simple black tunic,
Okay. Cool.
and some freckles and green eyes.
Nice. Do keep in mind that it only lasts for an hour, I think. So-
Nope.
No, while the
Huh?
hat is on.
Well, the hat is on.
No, but she's
This-
casting disguise self, I think. Or is
No,
she
she's using
a
a
From the
hat.
hat.
Oh, okay, because she
From the
said
hat.
disguise self,
Yeah.
so I was like,
Is there not a time limit to the hat of
hat.
disguise?
Let me just double check here. Hat of disguise. There is no time limit. While wearing this hat, you can use an action to cast the disguise self spell from it at will. The spell ends if the hat is
Hat
removed.
is removed.
Right.
Take that as you wish if you
Yep.
want to follow the spell rules
Yes.
or the item.
The hat.
So, the question, no, here's how it works, is it lasts for an hour. You can recast it after an hour, but at any time within that hour, if you take the hat off, then the spell drops. That's what it's meaning.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll just look at Nagheim and be like, "Can you tell me when it's almost an hour?"
Okay.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
And then Rose will message in the ear and be like, also, don't be freaked out, guys, but I disguised myself, and it kind of looked like my ex-wife, but it's not. It's me. It's Rose. Hi.
I mean,
And then I-
hearing I go, I have no idea what your ex looks like, so what are you supposed to look like?
I'm beside
And then
her.
Oh.
I walk
Be
up
the
to you
person.
with Nagheim.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Well, actually, this is really good to know what your ex-wife looks like. I can see why you were initially attracted to her.
Aren't
Oh,
we know you're into redheads, so
Yeah, I think we're into the same type cult.
We've got definitely a similar
my
similar
question,
leanings.
my question is, Aren't you afraid people might mistake you for that?
Well, that's why I don't look exactly like her. Like, I look like someone who would look like her.
I plan to be keeping an eye out while walking with her to see for reactions. If somebody looks scared or completely caught off guard or any tell that could be, why is she here? She's not supposed to, kind of thing. I'm going to be attempting to look out for all of that.
Okay.
Or if
So
we
that's
need to
my-
infiltrate somewhere, this could also be really useful.
Very useful. Incredibly. I mean, Rose? Give us a handshake because this is clever as hell. I can't wait to work with you in a professional sense.
Wait, you mean this?
More professional, more organized, like as managers.
What are y'all thinking
Is everyone standing in line with Cult?
I'm standing in line with Cult,
No.
that's
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah.
Where are you
No.
two? You're away, right?
We went and just like spoke to them while they were in line, but we're not in the lineup.
Okay.
We're like the parents that are waiting by their kids to get it done, you know?
Gotcha. So, after a few
you're
minutes,
the youngest apparently, so
yeah, after a few minutes of standing in line, eventually you see some kid running by. I'm inside her! I'm inside her! And it's your turn, you two. So up you get, and somebody greets you both to little stools that are made for children, but you guys are like, you know, sitting there waiting to get your faces painted. The big question is, what do you get painted on your face?
Would like corpse makeup, please.
Corpse makeup.
So,
Okay.
Just like black eyes with it like streaking down his face, and then like black on the lips and like streaking down his chin.
Very
just like
Alice
a
Cooper Misfits.
Very death metal.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Viria?
a little kitty.
Excellent.
Oh,
All right.
Like, I hope it's the really cheesy one where they just do like the circle on of
Yeah,
black
just
with
whiskers.
the lines.
We're
Yeah.
about to find out. I need both of you to make a performance check, please.
Why would we be making the performance?
You're rolling it
check?
on behalf of your artist.
Oh my god. Oh, this is gonna be good.
And no
I'm
luck.
gonna roll my new dice.
Yeah, go for it.
Ooh, I got a 10.
I got a
Not
16.
wasting a 11.
Hey.
Hey!
So, Cult, your makeup artist literally takes like the kind of pad thing and just goes on one eye, on the other, and just streaks it down, and then kind of gives you like black lipstick, and then just does this 3-finger like that.
Do I look like a really, really last minute crow costume?
You really do. And like you got drunk and like had one of those episodes where it's like, he doesn't love me. He looks at that other bitch and just down the face. Whereas Miss Viria has like this geisha like white face base to work with, and then it's got like the whiskers that kind of go off. You look like when you blink there's like cat eyes there, and then when you open up there's your glowy eyes, so it's like you're like this semi-cute, semi-demonic Hello Kitty.
Oh god, it's Cats the musical.
Yep.
I was about to say, I'm like, it's Broadway Cats, right?
Yep.
Just as terrifying.
Oh god.
Oh shit, hold on.
Maybe more
hear
terrifying
anything.
because it's Viria.
I want it to be cute.
Nope, terrifying. Taylor Swift
okay,
Cats
kawaii
movie,
desu.
terrifying.
Oh, Taylor Swift, definitely terrifying. Yep. All right,
Well,
so
the Cats movie.
never seen it.
Yep.
I
Oh,
saw
she's
videos.
it's
She's in it?
monstrous.
Definitely never
I mean,
seen
all
it.
of Hollywood was in that movie.
There was a million people in that
They
movie.
put way too much money in a movie for it to
Idris-
look like that.
Idris Elba is in that fucking movie.
Well, it's because they spent all their money on their like actor cameos and shit. That's why.
To be fair, Cats is
Not on the
not-
costumes nor the special effects.
To be fair, Cats does not have a good like storyline.
It's true.
It's a good acid trip musical.
No,
like,
but
you
it
only see it once.
could have looked a lot less horrifying. That's for sure.
It just needs to stay on Broadway and never go to theater again.
Absolutely. So do I look spooky?
Not really.
Not
How
at
do
all.
I look? How do I look?
You look adorable.
didn't-
But also terrifying.
In a terrifying way.
Well, it's because I mean, I went for this look because I figured if cultists have seen us before, they wouldn't be able to recognize me with this makeup.
That's why I went for like the
Yeah.
full white and then the black. Is
Oh, it's very carnival, alright?
No
it's
amount of
really weird
makeup will
seeing
change
hearing
me.
your voice coming out of that mouth. Speaking of which, if someone recognizes you, try not to talk too much unless you can absolutely 100% imitate your wife's voice. Do a lot of like knowing and always just
gravitas.
I mean, the thing
I
is
don't-
if somebody gives a reaction, all you really have to do is give them a knowing wink.
yeah, or knowing.
Oh wait, do we want people to assume this is Ari, or do we want people to think it just looks like her but isn't really her?
We're just
It's
putting that
kind
in
of
here.
messing with the mind because depending
we're-
on how they approach, it can be very much of, oh, sorry, I thought you were someone else. Or if they approach with something that we feel like it could be a lead, we can use that to our advantage.
For sure.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
I was smiling and nodding.
And Cult's going to, as they're within 30 feet of the face painting area, I would like to cast Detect Poison and Disease.
Oh, okay. Go for it.
Ding, 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 ding. There it is.
Within 30 feet? Okay.
Within 30 feet.
Concentration up to 10 minutes. Okay.
So, yeah.
Cool, cool, cool.
And as he moves about the crowd, he's gonna try and walk past like follower run food stands, people who are like giving some. As if the followers are giving it to somebody, he's gonna be near it,
right.
scanning for poison and disease.
Now, just to point it out, 10 minutes might get you like a tenth of the area where food is being delivered or served or, you know, for sale. So it'll probably have to be like a multicast kind of thing.
Yeah, I've got 3 of them, 3 slots to do
Okay.
it. So
I also-
we'll see what I got.
When we're in the thick of the crowd, I would like to use Detect Good and Evil.
And throw that one up.
I will, if it lets me, because I don't know if I fixed the issue. Bam. Hey.
Hey. So yeah, the same thing as cult. Yeah, the
I'm
exact
just-
same thing as cult. Yeah.
I'm gonna not use it as much.
'Kay.
I'm just getting, like, for now, I'm just using the one.
Okay.
Just to get the initial vibe
Mhm.
for about 10 minutes.
Cool, cool, cool. I will say cult, you may have like 3 first levels, but you can also cast it at a higher level. It just won't amplify anything, but you like whatever spell slots you have, either first or second, you can
I
use
have
that.
3 first level spell
Oh.
slots, and that is it.
I didn't know. So it's all
Very
good.
simple.
Cool, cool, cool. Same thing for Nagheim, seeing that's a first level spell.
I'm not using my higher level spells for that.
Just giving you guys options. All right.
I appreciate it.
We like it.
So, what is everybody interested in doing, seeing, tasting, drinking, buying?
Nagheim is not really participating in much, just being like that watchful parent, keeping an eye on all 3 team members and trying to keep an eye on the surroundings.
What's gonna say in the headpiece? It looks like the candied lizard on the stick is clean. So if you guys want to go for that, I'm going to. And I would like to buy a candied lizard on a stick
Would you
that
now?
I just made up.
Yeah.
I'm,
Well, I
I'm
will
gonna
get you to make a
pass
perception
because-
check, Cult. And Viria, what are you saying?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna pass because that would just remind me too much of Hustle and Bustle.
He's already eaten the head.
But thankfully, by the time Cult gets to it, he realizes what he saw from a distance was a green lizard. It's actually a green apple, ya ding dong.
Oh! I thought it was just a fat lizard.
To be fair, it is kind of carved in a way that it does have designs. So the swirl of it, you thought it was a curled up tail kind of thing, just to kind of help you out a little bit there. But it is a candied apple. Caramelized apples on a stick in a variety of colors with granulated sugar, which makes a caramel coating that twinkles in the light. Yeah.
Okay, that's cute.
Is that right off the dome?
Mm-hmm.
I actually hate candied apples in real life.
Oh, yeah,
Hope
but this
loves
is
them.
fantasy. We can love them in fantasy world.
It's all
Now,
about the caramel apples.
since you are the first to partake in the son of something that is being offered here, reminder, it is donation. You do not have to give money, but if you choose to, you may.
Colt takes out a coin and flips it. And he's going to keep his money.
Good enough. All right.
you guys-
Beard's gonna look into like maybe like if there's any kind of hat or like head ornament shop
Okay.
or stall or something.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Nothing really in the fashion kind of sense. There are little like feather caps where it's like they've taken a bunch of like different feathers from birds. There's blues, reds, yellows, a lot of chicken feathers, and they've just kind of made like little crowns of feathers, or like ones that kind of drape down the headrest a little bit, so it looks like you've got like big bird ears going on.
Vera's gonna look on the children's side and see if she can find some little cat ears like on a headband.
Aw.
Complete her look.
I'll give you this.
But I don't feel like a real cat unless I have ears, you know?
Well, fun buns, man. What can you do? I'll say this, that in the bazaar, where everything is like handcrafted kind of stuff and like edibles and all that kind of stuff, not those kind of edibles. Well, maybe those kind of edibles now that I think about it. But the shops behind them, not in this district, but in other districts, you may be able to find something like that.
We could just style your hair.
No, I want cat ears.
We could just style it to look like cat ears. Haven't you seen Genshin Impact? Like,
No.
They have a
I don't
character
know what
with
that
cat
is. I
ears.
don't know what language you're speaking. I want cat ears.
Not your
You're a cat
ginseng,
girl,
whatever.
God damn it.
Has Colt seen his...
Yeah, she will find cat ears. There you go.
Yeah, Colt's gonna try and look for a mirror because he's worried about his face.
What's wrong with your face?
He doesn't know if it's painted okay.
Oh. Yeah, you find a mirror easy enough eventually, like wherever they're selling like some crafts that are like either earrings or like rings or necklaces, there's usually a mirror on hand just to kind of see what it looks like. And you look in the face and you're scary.
Ooh. Oh, I kind of like being this. All right, cool. Yeah.
Rose, anything you want to do?
I'm just looking around and I'm just kind of like pretending to be like
Okay.
seeing how people react.
Excellent. I will get you to make an insight check, please.
Oh.
Be your most wonderful. Yeah, that's not bad at all.
17.
Excellent. All right. So, you guys kind of get the feel for this one. It's kind of like in the photo there. A lot of people hustling and bustling, a lot of things for sale, a lot of smells in the air. There is an event going on over by the Cobalt Reserve if you guys want to check that out. But this section is up for grabs, whatever you would like to do.
Furia ends up joining the group. Find anything interesting?
Nice ears.
Thanks.
Well, you haven't gotten them yet.
Aw.
Oh.
Like I said, it was in a different section.
Well, I'm gonna go to that section then. God damn it. Okay, fine.
We'll follow Viria.
Okay, we're skipping this one entirely.
What? Huh?
Well, like I'm still looking around.
I don't What's going on?
Yeah, I had a
So
suit.
there's-
I went off to get my cat ears and then returned to the rest of the group. So.
Let me point this out for you. Okay. So essentially, you guys are here. Yeah?
Okay.
There's another event going on here,
Okay.
and there's another event going on here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought like sections, like they were all like still
No,
grouped
no, no, no,
together.
no.
It's just like
It's like a whole different neighborhood.
It's like
Oh,
across a couple
okay.
of neighborhoods. Okay, I was confused. I was
Yeah,
not
Okay.
same
sure what
here.
was going
I
on.
said that a long time ago, so it's
Oh,
okay that you
sorry.
don't remember.
It's okay that you're stupid.
I mean,
Fuck
I
you,
accepted
I'm
it
not
a long
stupid.
time ago. I
No,
think she meant
us.
us.
I was calling us stupid, not you.
Who's stupid now?
Still us.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
us.
still us.
Okay, so when you said casting the spell is a 10th of this particular area?
See, because of the, like, if you look at the picture that's up there now, that's how thick the crowd is. So getting through everybody and making
Through
through
it,
that
okay.
large of a space, it
Could I
would.
use my dexterity to maybe cover a little bit more ground?
Let's see.
Ooh, because I was thinking like once I cast it, I can get a lot of places within 10 minutes.
This is a huge open area, though.
Guidance.
I know.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, just to cover as much ground, because like now that we're in the Cobalt Square or whatever it is,
Scholar's Ward.
Scholar's Ward. Thank you.
Good.
Where?
The Octagon.
So what is your dexterity roll?
Am I rolling just straight dex?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. A little bit.
Cool.
24.
Plus a d4.
So for this first one, you'd get a 5th.
Sorry, I don't know fractions. I got it. I'm there.
Okay.
5 parts out of
You get double the space that you would have.
So instead of having to cast it 10 times, you have to cast it 5 times to get everything.
Yeah.
Technically, as of right
Okay.
now.
But we'll say with each casting, do another dexterity check to see how far you get. Trust me.
Math, man. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
You
only
get
gonna
more than
do
you
one-
thought.
I'm okay. That's good. Thank you. And nothing pains.
No.
Okay, that's all I'm gonna do for this area. Once we move on to another section of the city, because I only can do this 3 times.
That's
I'm
super
just getting
smart.
a
That's awesome.
Basic lay of the land.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling me smart, because it's not true.
All right. But I will say, if you guys want to kind of cruise around to all their districts before taking part or purchasing or sampling anything, that's totally valid too. You guys can go around and check everything out and then decide what you want to do from there.
We can scope out the place.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just looking every single person they walk by up and down that's part of the cult. And just looking for anything. Like maybe somebody is sweating a little too much, you know?
Make a perception check.
Gazes at Rose a little too long. A
Exactly.
little too intently, kind of thing.
Guidance.
Did you roll guidance, Cult, for your 24?
No, I did not. I totally forgot.
Is it just not gonna go through?
28.
20? Awesome.
I think I'm lagging. I said roll. Yeah, I'm definitely lagging on roll 20. So I'm just gonna. Oh, that fell. Well, I rolled an 18
Okay.
plus 8. So
26.
20. Yes, and guidance makes it 28.
Awesome. So you see most of the people that are followers of Dionysus, they're engaged in conversation with many people around there. And it's a thick crowd. So
Yes.
for you to try to get their attention or for even them to spot Rose, They're kind of engaged on
That's
one-on-one kind of stuff.
Nagheim personally hopes to not find anyone suspicious.
Cool.
But Nagheim is just taking that, like, extra second to look at each person that they go past, just in case they pick up that maybe they're putting something in a drink, kind of thing, you know.
Yep, nothing yet.
Gucci. And I'm gonna deal with my pacing double.
Okay.
Colt's also gonna look for. I know the crowds are super thick, but if there's any sort of like areas where there's preparations being made, food being made, something where it's just the followers doing sort of behind the scenes stuff.
Okay, make a perception check.
Yeah, I don't know if that.
I'll
makes
call perception
sense.
because investigation you'd have to get like deep in the thick of it.
That's sort of what I'm doing. Like I'm sort of hitting the perimeter where all the behind the scenes stuff is. So I'm actually
Right.
sort of trying to get out of the crowd a little bit, if that's possible. Sort of closer to the alleyways and the buildings.
That's the thing, like they don't set up anything like down an alleyway or anything like that. Everything is kind
No,
of
but
like perimeter
where you
and
would-
then back to back, so that kind of like a Comic-Con. You know how the artists have their back to backs and then the tables are in front? It's like that.
Right.
So for you
Okay,
to
okay.
go like behind there is like literally you have to be behind there, and it's like, can I help you? So
Right.
yeah. But we can do perception for now. Yeah.
Sure. My investigation's so good.
Oh, I know, but you know what I mean, though, right? Like investigation is something more like very.
100%. I
Yeah.
totally get it.
Oof.
Ugh,
Do you have luck?
that's gross.
You don't have to use it. I'm just putting it out there.
I don't think I want to use it for this.
That's cool.
Damn.
I will say that it's because this is something new and exciting for the town. I'll get you all to make a quick little insight check. Low DC.
Oh, that one's better.
There you go. Fury, Rose. Hi,
mean-
welcome back.
I would mostly kind of keep an eye out, but try and partake in some of the stalls as well, just so I can look inconspicuous as
Sure.
much as possible.
What'd you get for insight, Viria?
But yeah, I'll roll that. 11.
Okay, well, 10 was the DC, so no worries. And we'll even say that Nagheim's not here, but Rose's 21 will cover the both of them. That's easy enough. You guys are picking up on the vibe that just from like the scuttlebutt from like the people who are not dressed up like Dionysus members is that they can't remember the last time an event like this happened in town, and it's so exciting to see like the community come together and oh, this is so much fun. You know, there are a few whispers of like their disliking of the Margrave and just the way he's kind of run things, you know, kind of like how cities always talk about how their mayor runs the town kind of thing. You're getting a bit of that vibe. So everyone is really enjoying it, and it's a nice change of pace. But Viri, going back to what you said, you wanted to partake in what?
Yeah, I mean, again, like, I'm just kind of keeping an eye out. Well, because I guess we just did that. We just rolled that. But yeah, she's mostly keeping an eye out, but also might not be as attentive since she's kind of also trying to partake in some of the stuff that's going on. So, she
What
doesn't
kind of
get
stuff did you want to partake in?
conspicuous. Like if there's any like alcohol stalls offering samples and stuff, like she's gonna be the annoying person just drinking all the samples and.
For sure, for sure. So in this particular section, you do notice that it's very family friendly. So there are a lot of sweet treats, a lot of little nibbly things. I can give you a list of some of the things that you find here if you like.
Sure, why not?
Right. So there are some candied apples like Cult partaked in. You can see that right on the tip of one of his tusks, there is still a little bit of like caramelized sugar that's just stuck to the tip of it that he hasn't noticed yet. There are also cinnamon buttermilk biscuit bites. That's a mouthful. Which are cubed buttermilk biscuits that have been tossed around in sugar and cinnamon. Comes in a paper bag so you can carry them around. In this particular section in the Scholar's Ward, there is a drink that's on offer called Dragon's Blood. Yep. And it's an assortment of colors, your choice of fizzy fruit drinks. Depending on the color, it also has added effects like spicy or brain freeze or pop rock, depending on what you want.
She's gonna go for the biscuits.
Yeah, baby.
Cinnamon biscuits, and she's gonna go for one of the dragon's blood.
Excellent. Any donations?
She'll like slide a silver to each stand.
Good enough.
What a generous donation. Considering I'm poor.
So now, you try the dragon's blood. Here's the downside. Drinking this beverage gives you disadvantage on stealth checks due to an overabundance of belching.
Okay.
But the cinnamon buttermilk biscuit bites are divine.
Oh, it is really fucking good.
Yeah.
Guys, you guys should try the cinnamon biscuits. They're fucking amazing.
Now, I will offer you this, though, because you kind of went in looking for the more mature alcoholic kind of stuff. They do note that in some of the other locations, it is up for grabs. It's just here they're trying to keep it
Family friendly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So even some of the events here are different from the ones over there. So if you're looking for more kid-friendly kind of thing, you stick here. If you want something a little more adult, it's probably in some of the other districts.
Have we checked out the event that's happening, or is that the face painting?
Nope, there was something else.
Oh, well, we should take a look at what that event is. That
To be
sounds
fair, you
cool.
guys are here with like 2 minds in the whole thing, so it's reasonable that you didn't like check it out the first time around.
One thing I'm gonna do while we're walking, if we're planning on going to the event, is I'm gonna have Albert start going and perching on like trees and rooftops around us, or in any like on top of like what are they called, like the booths and stuff, just to like kind of watch around us.
Yep.
To see if like as we go by, if anyone's like watching us, kind of
Following
thing too.
us.
good.
Overwatch.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that way we just have a little extra. Well, we get eyes in the sky.
I'll get you to make a perception check for Albert.
Oh god, I didn't. Wait a minute. Indy, buddy. Let's go. You get. Cool. 18. It's 18. 18
Awesome.
total.
Right. So it's a little challenging even for Albert to kind of make out like who exactly is looking which where, especially from a bird's eye kind of view.
It's kind of like for looking for the obvious, you know. That's all.
Cool. All right. So if you want to do that throughout the rest of the evening, you let me know when you want to do it. So which way did you guys want to go? Did you want to check out this event, or did you want to go check out everything else before you look at this again?
No, let's check out the event. We're here.
Oh, while we're here.
Might as well see what's annoying Kieran Sari the most today.
You don't know that.
That's good.
So, over by the playground, kind of where you guys were when you were learning how to counterspell the first time, in that whole section, there's a competition that is a 3-legged race. So,
Oh, goody.
yes, contestants are grouped into groups of 2, and one of each of their legs are bound together so that they must walk together. To win this competition, both of the contestants must succeed a particular check and only get a success if they both meet the DC. They have to do that 5 times, as there is a whole lap kind of thing. So there's 4 sides around the Cobalt Reserve, and then there's 1 opportunity to make a last-ditch effort to get across the finish line first.
I would like to remind everybody of the sleigh rides, which I sucked at, and also the axe throwing, which I think I made 1 point the entire time. So you'll have to find an NPC to take my place.
I'll also point
no,
out, did you have
I'm gonna-
fun? Because I don't care about that other stuff.
I'm gonna hang out with you, Nagheim, on the sides, and I think Rose and Viria
I wanna watch the two of them.
absolutely should go for this.
Fucking.
I know it doesn't look like it, but I'm wearing a hat, and if the hat falls,
Oh
I
shit!
lose this disguise.
That's
so I
right.
don't think I should
That's
be
right.
partaking into any
I mean,
activities
is
that
it
could
not?
make a hat fall.
To be fair, it is a magical item that is bound to you, so it should not accidentally fall off.
But that's up to the DM.
The DM is going to say, if you motherfuckers want to have fun, I will say there are magical staples keeping that shit on your head. I do not give a shit.
Okay.
I want to watch the two
Try to use
powerhouses
logic
just
here.
mow down everybody. Like, just
Absolutely.
fucking be a
That-
wall and just take them out.
That, and I want to see how the height difference works. I'm just gonna be right back. Keep going.
Okay.
Well, I mean, Rose,
the two of you are not gonna.
Rose
Sorry,
doesn't
go
have
ahead.
the same height as she usually does. Like, how tall is Aerie?
Aries about the same height as Rose.
Okay, so never mind. Height difference is still there.
But you guys got, like, the same muscle.
Ah, Rose is a lot stronger than I am. But yeah.
But Rose is trying
I mean,
so much
okay,
more
fine.
technical.
If the two of you are gonna be pooping,
No, I'll
pooping,
partake. I'll do it with you, Rose.
Vir and I will do it together, and we'll show them how it's done.
Yeah. All right. Let's fucking go.
Awesome.
Win this. All right. And she's belching the entire time. It's just I won't. Yeah.
All right.
What do they smell like?
Well, what did the drink taste like?
That was up to you. What's your favorite color?
Viria's or mine?
Dealer's choice.
Because mine is forest green and Viria's is like a sunset orange.
So forest green would probably be brain freeze. And what was the other one? I'm sorry?
Viria's is like a sunset orange.
That would be the
Kinda like
spicy
vermilion.
one.
Okay.
Hang on while I fetch a D20.
She's gonna go for brain freeze since it's thematic.
Right on.
It smells. Great.
And also I like to think that while I can handle my spices very well, Viria can't. So,
Which is why you're burping.
yeah.
All right. Now then. So the two of you walk up and you volunteer to kind of participate in everything. And you see that you are up against two other individuals. Well, two teams, I should say. One team is an elven woman and an elven man that have kind of a similar look to them. They're kind of like twins by the name of Gertrude and Toulouse. They have a bit of an uppity kind of look to them, and they're checking their posture and testing their ropes and everything as they're tied together. The other two are a couple of older dwarven folk, Marianne and Phineas, who look to be like just humanoid prunes of people, just withered and kind of hunched over. And as you pass by grabbing your little thing, you can hear them kind of go, "Oh, this reminds me of the first time we went to the fair. You bought me some cotton candy. It was so lovely." And they just walk together to get set up.
Watching them.
Yeah.
I'm watching them. Inside check. Inside check.
Sounds kind of sus.
Yeah.
From
They
this point
like each
on,
other
everything
too
Rose
much.
Says is through the earring.
What's this?
Oh, so from this point on, everything Rose says is through the earring.
Oh, I'll keep that in mind.
And out call. Should we do it? Should we see how badly we do?
Yes. Absolutely. We got it. We
All
got
right.
it. Go on. Go on. And-
Finally, you're doing good sport.
Finally, I'm trying to keep an eye on everything, and all of you.
Well, how are you
Everything and
gonna
anything
how
all
how
at
are you
once.
gonna do that if you're eating shit? You know.
Make an intimidation check.
I was gonna say we all know that I'm going to. It's up to Cult to prevent me from falling.
I can carry it.
28.
Oh, you're a little shaken, Nagheim. you don't want it to hurt because you know the truth, but it's like she pointed out a flaw. It's like, ow.
That's
I
the
have
thing I'm
many of
sensitive
those.
about.
I'm
Fuck
aware
you,
of
Hello Kitty.
those. And plus, if I was going to be intimidated from anything, it's the memory of the axe throwing.
I'm going by the roll. Let's just do that. Okay?
It's also 28
Yeah.
intimidation.
Let's play with it a little bit. All right.
Can't argue with it.
So, if everybody is ready, in 3, 2, 1.
Oh my god.
So,
Damn.
I need everybody
Guidance.
to roll a dexterity check, please.
Oh, well.
Nice.
It's a natural 20.
Nice.
A dirty 20.
Hey!
So I rolled
Tech-
a 3, with guidance another 3, and I have 1. So 7.
7. All right.
Ooh, can I hope my natural 20 helps.
And natural 20.
Oh, we're being
Very-
raided.
Oh, really?
Just in
Oh.
time for the hoedown.
Yeah.
It's a hoedown showdown. Hey.
Okay. So, here's the tragic part is that the DC was 12. And you both have to succeed it. So the only ones who succeeded, well, let's see, hold on. Cult got a natural 20. So I will say natural 20s do count as 2 successes, whether or not the other person does or not. So the only one in the lead right now are the naysayers, Nagheim and Cult. Everybody else is kind of getting the rhythm and kind of tripping over themselves. And you see, oh, lovable old Marianne and Phineas, they're just kind of like, oh, I forgot how to do this. Which way? You go first, or left, right, first, left. Here we go. And Gertrude and Toulouse are like, this is why mom doesn't love you. So that is the first round. I will say, in order to catch up, you need to succeed upon each round, okay? So if you fail, you're just not making progress, all right? So it's anybody's game at this point. We're gonna go with the next round. Dexterity check, please.
Guidance.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck.
So
Oh my god!
I did go through, but wait, did it go through? It went through another. I got a nat 20. I fixed the.
I'm gonna use inspiration.
Good,
Oh
good,
my
good.
You know what?
god!
Me too. Me too. I have inspiration.
Oh.
You know what? Let me.
Yeah, let's do it.
Technically, that is a 34
Fuck.
with my guidance.
Oh, I didn't hit guidance. I forgot to. But 2 nat 20s. Let's go.
Technically, holy shit.
That's 4 succeeds in 1 round.
All right. So at this point,
Nagheim's not athletic. Nagheim can't win anything. Nagheim's not good at sports.
To be fair, the first round I got the lowest.
Yeah.
all right. So on this turn, we see Viri and Rose finally get their rhythm a little bit and start to gain a little bit behind Cult and Nagheim. But Cult and Nagheim are still pressing with their lead, so they do go to the next round as well. The other 2 teams, Gertrude and Toulouse and Marianne and Phineas, they are still trying to get the rhythm a little bit, but they're kind of caught up. And you see Gertrude and Toulouse, they kind of fall, or not Gertrude and Toulouse, Marianne and Phineas, they kind of stumble over each other and fall down. And you hear the crowd just be like, oh no, because they're elderly, right? So they run over and try and pick them back up, and then they dust them off and like, oh, this is fun. Woohoo! All right, we're on to round 3. Let's see
Oh
those
my
dexterity
God.
rolls.
Guidance.
Oh, guidance.
Oh.
Oh, that's not great.
I'm gonna use my last inspiration and reroll.
Well, I got up to a 12, which I
Yeah,
think was the
goodbye.
goal.
16 total.
All right, so Rose has got a 1.
I rolled the same thing.
All right, so I've got a 1, an 11, 14, and what is that? A 12?
Not, yes.
Okay.
I think 12 was the goal.
Yes.
Yes. I think 5.
All right, and Rose was a 4, and Barry's 11.
Natural, maybe?
I have to say, I am glad I finally have Beyond 20 working, because apparently it's rolling better than my dice was.
There you go. All right. So
Much better.
I will say that Gertrude and Toulouse are pretty awful right now. They are just like not participating, not connecting on what they're supposed to be doing, and they are arguing like two siblings always argue. But thankfully, Marianne and Phineas, they finally got their rhythm together, and they're just kind of lobbing around, and you can hear the crowd kind of like cheering for the underdog for these two, just like go, 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 and that's kind of giving them hope. Rose and Viria, you're kind of struggling a little bit. You had your rhythm, and then, you know, something flew by, and Rose was like, oh, pretty, and then that fucked up your rhythm a little bit, so you're still kind of stuck behind a little bit. Nagheim and Cult are taking the lead. They're into the 4th round right now. Everybody, roll your dexterity checks.
Oh, 19.
I
Guidance.
forgot to say guidance.
Oh.
Oh shit!
Wait, you hit
Down.
dexterity save there. Wait, is it
What?
saves or checks?
Oh shit! No, I hit
Check.
the save. I did get a natural 20 when I hit the save before.
Oh, and your 14
so...
is also a save with a +10.
What? Uh oh.
So we'll say everybody's still on the
Cheating,
same
ref.
round before.
So it was. That would have been a 4 for the last round. Can I just say I cheated?
There's not really cheating in a 3-legged contest.
It is if you loop your arm around your partner's waist and lift them up and just run.
I think you'd be called out or disqualified. You sure you want to do that?
No, I'm just trying to explain that last roll. Is all.
Well, we're correcting it, so it's all good. So we're not into the 4th round. You guys are still in the same position, seeing as Rose and Viria are still trying to figure out their rhythm. You guys had your rhythm, but you spent a little too much time laughing at the others that are lagging behind you. So you're kind of caught up in your own BS while you're in that one round there. Gertrude and Toulouse have quit the round, so they are just inseparable now. Not inseparable, they are separated, and yeah, no love lost there. But coming in right behind Viria and Rose are the adorable couple of Marianne and Phineas. They are feeling the prime of their youth once again. They're just like, skip to Maloo, one foot in front of the other. Here we go. Woo! Now, dexterity checks. Everybody, let's give her.
Guidance dexterity check this time.
9.
There we go. Oh shit.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Nice.
Oh sweet. That's a full-on 3, but it's a natural 1. It's Christmas in here.
That's fine, because I'm gonna use my inspiration, which put it to 11 plus. That's on my last inspiration.
You guys are using your
15.
inspirations for
Excellent.
these. It's amazing.
Look, I don't get inspiration often, so I might as well use it for fun.
There you go. All right. So, finally, everybody has caught up. With Nagheim and Cult trying to like come back from their first initial stumble there, you see Marianne and Phineas kind of leading the pack behind Rose and Viria. And Rose and Viria, you see the old couple, as sweet as they may look, this is still goddamn competition. So it puts the fire in you. So everybody is back to being neck to neck in the 3rd round of this contest here. So, 4th round. Here we go. Coming around the corner. Everybody roll your dexterity check.
Good. Oh my god!
15 plus
That's another fucking
18.
natural 20. I
Let's
can't.
go.
Oh my god. 26 total.
I give up.
Jesus H. I mean, I'm not using luck. That's just my natural ability of luck.
Excellent. All right. So, seeing that not only one team, but 2 teams are coming up on your rear, Cult and Nagheim sprint forward to take a bit more of a lead around that 4th lap. You guys, you'll have one more chance to make a mad dash to the finish line if you can in this possible last round. Everybody, Make your dexterity checks.
Guidance. I shout over my shoulder to Viria, "Where's you gone now?" As casting guidance.
I don't have one. I thought we went over this already.
14. Oh, I was already past. But...
Very insensitive of you. It's a dragon. You should know this.
She's not a god.
So,
18 total.
what exactly does it look like as Cult and Nagheim make a mad dash to cross the finish line?
Where are the old couple in relation to us?
They are behind both you and Viria and Rose.
Colt's gonna like slow down a little bit and look at Nagheim like that big doe-eyed, like, and look back at the older couple.
Oh, this is my first time winning anything physical. We are winning.
Oh, sure. Colt dashes forward and makes sure Nagheim goes through first.
There you go. The crowd goes bananas. Mind you, a little bit of like, oh, hey, they won. They're so, but yay, good for you. So I will get Rose and Viria to make one last dexterity check, please.
I'm like dry heaving. Like,
I think I want to try something insane after this.
I needed this.
Oh, dirty 20.
All right.
Ooh.
So I will say, because the highest number was the 20 between the two teams, I will say first place goes to Cult and Nagheim. Second place goes to Viria and Rose. Third place goes to Marianne and Phineas. And there are prizes.
Shit, I didn't even realize.
You bet. Let's see here. We've got a D6. Actually, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. I will get either Cult or Nagheim just to roll a D4, please.
Go Nagheim.
You're muted.
You're muted.
2.
2.
I was just complaining about how the fact that I can't see shit.
So for first place, oh, you know what? We'll do all the prizes and I'll go 3, 2, 1. So for them, oh, this is adorable. Okay. They get, shoot, where's the correct dice? I had it. Here we go. 4. So, as you see the old couple come forward again and they cross the finish line, everybody kind of cheers and claps. You did so good. And then someone comes over. Sure. Excellent. Excellent. So they get for third prize a basic stuffed toy about 6 inches tall with thick stitch lines, and it's stuffed full of sawdust, and it is in the shape and likeness of a small cat. So they kind of, oh, we got this prize, yay, it's first time winning anything. And they kind of scuttle off. For second place, I will get you to roll a d6, please. Either Rose or Viria.
Oh, you're muted as well.
Now you're muted.
Nope.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
Try one more time. Unmute it.
You can go.
There we go.
I'm unmuted.
Yeah, no, it was.
Yeah, no, it's because I
It was
saw
just
your lips
lagging.
moving and I
It
didn't
looks like you
hear
were
anything.
talking.
Yeah. 6.
No, it's just
6.
lagging.
I'll get you to roll a d6 again.
5.
5. You also get a stuffed toy, but this one is twice the size of the other one. So this is a 12-inch stuffed toy in the shape of a llama.
Oh.
And for first prize, you guys get a wooden duck that quacks while it's floating on water and swims about on its own.
This is going in the estate pond.
Talk about that, but it's all yours to do with as you wish.
Well,
You
to
won
be
that
fair,
race.
If I get my home where I want it, I will have a pond.
Hey!
Into the bag of holding.
perfect. This duck is fucking mine!
Nagheim is still like dry heaving though.
Actually,
What is this
well,
supposed to be? She holds out the llama.
It's a llama. They are.
Have you never seen a llama before?
They're
Oh, they're
kind of like horses, but
But
not
Very long
quite.
necks.
if a horse and a camel made a baby,
But you don't usually use them as mounts, but some people can. But people
Usually
usually have them
pack-
for their like wool.
pack animals as well,
Mm-hmm.
like a donkey.
Oh, like loading. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're known to spit.
I thought pack animals like wolves, and I was like,
Oh, no, to carry them, not
yeah,
to be in them.
alright.
Neckheim, while you're driving, Colt asks for the duck, and he starts to carve the date on the bottom, and C, and gives it back.
I never want to run in my life again.
Oh, you don't have to. You've won one race. That's all you need.
I'm retired.
Well done, well done. I was hoping we were gonna let the oldies win, but I'm
I
pretty,
know,
I'm happy for you.
I know, but especially after the axe throwing or what hatchet throwing, I kind of wanted this.
Yeah. Oh no, I get it. And you kind of remember there are some fencing trophies. Not a lot, but like 2 or 3 fencing trophies in Coldstream. He has won things before, so he's good.
Through the ring, I go, Rose, do you want the stuffed animal?
I mean, it's a little bit cumbersome.
I mean, we have the bag of
Oh.
holding, but like,
Oh, I have an idea. And then Rose takes it and
feel like
puts
it's a
it
little
in her
counter-
bag.
Oh, it's gonna die.
oh,
I will make a note to remind Rose to take it out every evening.
To sleep with. Like my pizza.
I will make that mental note that the player will forget.
So
However,
my-
Nighthive's key mind will not.
my question is, why do they give individual prizes to teams of 2?
I think they assume people are like
That's
in
a-
the same home.
That's a weird oversight. I guess it's for children? Oh, but children
well,
are
when children
notoriously
fight over the fucking toy,
terrible at sharing.
right?
Oh, that's like the first thing you do as a child. You're like, I don't want to share. And then you like have to learn how to share.
And she gives
I
a long
mean-
side eye to like the first cultist that she spots.
I mean,
The first cultist you spot is a bald-headed individual with a very dapper beard, dressed in a gray sweatshirt, who is feeling a little sad that people shit all over the prizes.
I
Me
love the
in a
prize.
gray robe.
I love the prize.
Oh,
I also love the fact that it's a duck after I sung the llama song, which includes duck. But I love the prize. Nagheim's not questioning it. They're like, I won first prize. I'm
Yeah.
so talented. What is this? The most athletic of the group? You know.
Okay, this is the last time we let them win something.
I technically, yeah. I mean, I was gonna not let them win, and I almost
I saw that,
cheated.
but
I saw the desperation in your eyes, so we just continued to go.
look, I will never be able to beat Rose and Viria in anything physical
Except for today.
except for today.
I mean, it's just all of this belching, you know, it kind of threw me off my game.
Yeah,
I'll
what
take
did you
it.
eat?
Congratulations. It's not something I ate, it's something I drank, and
Do you feel like it's threatening your well-being, or is it just
no, it's just, yeah.
Oh, you
it's- I
drank it
can't
wrong? Like it went down the wrong pipe kind of thing?
No, that's
I
coffee.
wasn't, yeah, well, I wasn't, like, choking or anything.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
keep
it's
an
just
eye
I
on
can't,
you.
I can't
Okay.
stop burping.
But yeah, shall we move on to the next area?
Sure.
Well, were there any other events in this area, or was that it?
This was the big one, and then there's like all sorts of like little things where there's like the wands that shoot off little sparklers or like fireworks into the air. There's a whole bunch of treats. The main like that was just kind of something to keep the kids like entertained. So when they're hopped up on sugar, you can go run it off a little bit.
Okay. All right, let's, yeah. I haven't seen anything weird going on here, so let's try the other sectors.
Everybody's on board?
Yep.
Anything anybody wanted to do in
go.
this ward before you move on to the next?
Since it's like the ward for children, Nagheim's gonna kind of get a little smirk and be like, and like we'll start shooting off little like firecrackers with Presto, just around children, just to hype them up a little too much.
Gotcha.
As we're leaving the area, there's just going to be a crowd of children like screaming in excitement that now the parents have to deal with.
There you go. There you go. And you
The
do
child
notice
is ready.
as you're leaving the area shooting all these sparks, you see a couple of the kids who did get like the magic wands. They're like, 5 or 6 years old, but they're harmless kind of things. They see you shoot sparks and they're like back at you, and you have a little spark
Oh.
fight,
I just want to get a little more hyped, just to like annoy everyone else, because we don't have to deal with that.
Yep. Oh, you say
Don't
that,
die.
but as you guys are leaving the ward, you see a trail of children happily throwing sparks at you, following you everywhere you go.
Oh, I'm not gonna be that mean. They
Fireball.
would do that.
Yeah.
They would do
Immolate
that.
those little
I would
shits.
just like. Oh, wait, do I still have that spell?
Disintegrate.
Okay, no, I
Armored
switched that one
kill.
out for another one, so I would just, but as we're leaving, just drop darkness. As we walk out of it, so
Okay.
the kids now can't see us. Just to spook a little fun.
Yeah,
Watch them cry.
totally fun. As you leave, you hear the shrill sounds of
Hey, we don't have to deal with it.
there you go.
As we leave and the kids start crying, darkness drops.
Yep.
And we walk away.
And you walk away. Exactly. All right. So, there you go. Heading into the next ward for this afternoon/evening, you head down into the market ward, where most of the businesses and services call home. And you get the feeling that this ward in particular was set up for the grown-ups. Here you can find a variety of foods and alcoholic drinks being offered, as well as games created to capitalize on their consumption. People gather around different stalls lined with casks and bottles on display, listening as the vendor discusses the selection of ingredients and brewing methods that they have used for their varietals. Where the Scholars Ward offered much sweeter items to feast on, here in the Market Ward, the air is thick with the smells of sautéed meats, peppers, and warm bread. And if you're quick enough and keen of eye, looking down some of the back alleyways between buildings, you can spot a small gathering of children who have somehow managed to secret away some samples of their parents' drinks. Set up in the corner pockets of the ward, there are long tables arranged with 4 chairs opposite the crowds as they pass by. And you watch as 4 individuals quickly try to consume large mugs of different spirits or survive eating what looks to be something terribly spicy. Occasionally, participants come up for a breath of air, followed by a loud belch before continuing to consume as much as possible. All of them have a bleary-eyed determination expression on their face. A ways off from this merriment, you see a number of former competitors who have taken part in these events, either flat on their backs or summoning the courage to keep their food and beverage on the inside. Whatever you may be craving on this warm evening, there is much here that would satisfy. What would you like to do?
I would like to position myself in what seems to be the center of the food and drinks.
Mm-hmm.
And I will cast Detect Poison
Excellent.
and start spiraling out.
Okay. So for that, you can make your dexterity check again.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Dexterity check, not safe.
Great.
23, not so bad.
Same thing as before. You get double the kind of area covered as you would normally. All right. Anybody else?
Nagheim's going to be keeping an eye on everything, but also send Albert up to reposition.
Okay.
the new
I'll
area.
get you to make 2 perception checks. One for you, one for Albert.
Okay. I'm gonna just do that's so Albert's an 11, and I am. Is that gonna go through? Rolled 15. There we go. 23
Great.
for myself.
Cool. So Albert is kind of taking stock of like anybody who's like taking notice of all of you. Nothing so much, and this is a bit of a tighter crowd than it was before. Before there was more movement and hustle and bustle. Here it's like everybody's kind of stationary, everybody's bumping into each other, everybody's having a little too much adult time, especially for this time of the afternoon. But you yourself, you're not noticing anybody, again, taking stock of you individually. They're all caught up in whatever kind of event or kiosk they're at.
Perfect. As long as no one's looking a little sussy.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
What Nagheim would prefer.
There you go. So, what would everybody else like to do?
Viria's gonna approach one of the drinking stalls and grab like a cup of meat or something.
Now, the drinking stall or the drinking competition?
For now, the stall, because she still has a job to do. So.
There you go. All right, so there are two particular drinks that are being offered right now. There are certain ones where it's like, this is the wine that we've made from A, B, C, D, E kind of fruit. There's the alcohol that we've constituted from A, B, C, D, E. There's all that kind of stuff. For drinks that you can sample, though, they have two. There's one called the Choco Nut, which is a warm drink of hot chocolate and coconut mixed with dark rum. And the rim has toasted coconut along its edge.
Dear Lord.
Yep. And then the other one is the Fatal Attraction, a mixture of light rum, rice, milk, vanilla, and cinnamon. And it's a perfect drink to cool off on a warm night.
You can grab one of each.
There you go. Donations of any kind?
Sure. I'll slide over 5 silver.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, is that a lot? Yeah, I guess it's a lot, but whatever. It's a donation.
Yeah. To each or just 5 divided by the 2?
Total, I meant.
Okay.
Okay, let's say like 3 each.
How about this?
That way it's an even number.
Make a constitution check to see which one you like better. So we'll do 2 of them, and the first one will be for the Choco Nut, and the second one will be for the Fatal Attraction.
Check, not save, right?
Check, yeah.
Okay. Wow, okay, well, 7.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh,
And
wow.
then 5.
You definitely like the Choco Nut better. So they get 3 silver, the other one gets 2.
Oh, that was a nat 1. Yeah, okay, cool.
Right.
So, yeah. So,
Thankfully, it's not to be like, check if you're drunk or anything. This is just like which one you prefer. That's all.
yeah.
Anybody else want to partake in any of the drinks, or there's food as well?
Viria, it's just, yeah, she's grabbing the drinks, but she'll move to, like, a more, secluded spot and we'll watch.
For sure.
Colt wants to find some of the strongest smelling drinks, like a drink that smells like the most alcohol, kind of like rum.
Yeah.
You spill it on you, it is there for until you wash the shirt.
Sure.
So he'll try the cocoa nut.
Choco Nut, yep.
Choco nut, thank you. And he'll drink it, but as he's drinking it, he'll let it like pour out the side of his mouth onto his clothing,
Okay.
and just like sort of like
Touch yourself.
surreptitiously kind of like rub it into his clothing, just so he stinks like booze.
I'm interested to see where you take this.
I'm interested to see if I have to take it anywhere.
Gotcha.
And he goes and sort of joins Fury off to the side, and he just stinks like
It
rum.
just stinks.
And he only has like a few sips of it, and he's like, yep, I'm still not getting any pings on poison or
Smell
disease.
booze.
Oh, just in case I want to do something like follow someone or get into something that I shouldn't be in, I could just say
I mean,
I'm
with your smell, if you follow someone, they'll definitely notice you're following them.
drunk. Well, we'll see.
Alright.
Now, it's funny that you bring that up because both of you had the Choco Nut, which means drinking it gives you disadvantage on wisdom-based checks due to your libations being lowered. But
I technically didn't really drink mine.
okay.
He hates me. He hates me so much.
And because
I'll take.
no,
I'll take it.
because Viria also had the Fatal Attraction, you also get +2 to any charisma-based checks due to temporary overconfidence.
That's good.
All right. So I love the idea that Viria is not wise enough to know that somebody isn't interested in conversing with her, and her charming burping is just winning people over.
Am I still burping? Jeez,
Yeah,
how
man.
long does this last?
This is for the evening. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, so I'm not gonna try the drinking contest then, since I'm burping.
Well, it's up to you, man. All right.
You know what? I'm overconfident. I'm gonna try the drink.
Wow, the turnaround on that was just.
That's a yes and right there.
Yeah.
All right, Rose, anything you wanted to do?
First, like, scanning the crowd again, making sure, like, how do people react to me?
Okay, make a perception
More
check,
like an
please.
adult crowd.
Yeah. I'll get a perception check.
Guidance.
There you
As
go.
Rose, Nagheim would pick up Rose, looking around, and just kind of give her a little tap on the shoulder.
So add a d4, right?
Yes.
19.
Excellent. So far you're kind of trying to act like your wife a little bit, kind of like, you know, holding a bit of her posture, kind of her mannerisms that you know so well, trying to, you know, just acknowledge people. But it seems like every time you try and make eye contact with someone of the followers, it's kind of like Nagheim as well. Unless you're engaged in conversation with them, they're not really directing their attention to you. They're trying to give focus to like whoever is like in their vicinity, kind of thing. I'm not too sure that Ari walks around like a priest, but that's you. You know her better than me. But I will get you to make an
She's
insight
the
check, please.
cult leader.
Oh, it was the leg again.
5.
We are to hydrate.
Excellent. All right. Aside from walking around, is there anything you wanted to do?
No.
Fair enough. Nagheim?
No. No.
All right. So, like I said, there are a couple of events here. If you guys want to check those out, that is up for grabs. There's also the last ward. You can also check out what's going on over there. It's totally up to you.
I'm gonna go for one of the drinking contests.
Didn't mean to click that. My bad.
Oh. Cause a panic.
Well, I already used it on the kids.
Was the follower supposed to cause the panic? Yeah, I'll follow. I'll be. Colt's not gonna drink because he wants to stay sharp, but he's gonna follow Viria to the drinking contest as a cheerleader.
Excellent. All right. So I will say that as you pass by, or as you're making your way to the drinking contest, you do pass by the other contest, which is a hot wings challenge.
Oh my god. I'm gonna do
Come
this.
on, you
I
know
gotta
you
do
want
this.
to. All
This
right,
is
yeah.
my thing. 100%. I gotta do it. I gotta.
Let's both win our shit and
Rose, which one are you going with?
What? Oh, your
I don't
mic
know.
is not loving you at this hour.
It's that or her audio lags.
Oh,
Like I've seen her.
My
mouth
computer
move.
is really lagging right now.
There we
gotcha,
go.
gotcha.
There it is.
Well, I'll say this. we will find out what Rose and Eggheim would like to do next week.
Hey.
There you go.
There you go. All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining in. And yeah, we will make. Oh wait, Rose was on the fence with whether or not you could be here next week, correct?
It depends on the weathers.
Right. So we'll check in on that. But we will be streaming nonetheless to see where this goes from here. Thank you very much for hanging out. Thank you for the raids. I forgot to check in on that. Had my
Thank you.
a lot of things here.
Yeah.
And yeah, we will be here next week, same time, same channel. And as we always like to say at the end of our show,
Have safe sex and wash your hands if you ate hot wings.
Or eat your condoms.
And
Gotcha.
careful with the burping.